Lunch is the backbone of a day's meals.
I think that's his way of saying he's hungry now.
Good thing we've got you to interpret.
Sure. Just great.
Well... I'm really tired today for some reason. Anyway, I should get to work on dinner.
Oh, we already started.
We've got it covered tonight, Kisara. Just relax and leave it to us.
I see. Well, I'll leave it to you then. We don't have a lot of ingredients though, so don't go overboard, okay? Guess I'll do some laundry instead. What are you two doing?
What does it look like? We're doing laundry. Obviously.
Yeah, I guess you are. You're not trying to clean them by smacking them around again, are you?
Of course not. I have a good memory. Once someone yells at me, I don't forget it.
He's fine, Kisara. I've been keeping an eye on him, and there haven't been any problems.
Oh, good. If you say so, Alphen, then I have nothing to worry about.
Hey, how come you don't trust me when I say it?
Just don't squeeze too hard or else you'll damage the fabric, okay?
Yeah, I get it. You know, if you keep making that face, it's gonna stick that way.
What was that?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Well, if there's nothing for me to do, I guess I'll head back. I suppose I should take this as a sign of how much they've all grown, but... Oh, Dohalim. What are you doing here?
Simply admiring our campfire as I await dinner. I find watching the flames dance can be rather inspiring.
Just the same as always, then. Although I'm sort of relieved.
Oh? And here I thought you were planning to scold me.
Why? Did you want to be scolded too?
No, I wasn't saying that. The night is aglow with star and firelight. Yet what I hold most dear are the words of a friend.
That's not like your usual poetry. Are you trying to tell me something?
Brimming is thy soul with words yet unspoken.
Okay, I get it. You want me to talk to you about it.
To hear your words of worry, I can but sit and wait.
I said I get it. I guess I'm just struggling with how capable everyone's become these days. I'm proud of them, but I'm not sure what I contribute to the team anymore. So, I guess it's been troubling me a bit. They don't need me for chores or fighting anymore, and I don't have much in the way of feminine charm. But aside from being a soldier, do I have anything else to offer? And if not, then what good am I? I can't help worrying about it.
Lost though you may be, with utopia but a dream, life without you would be no life at all.
Dohalim, you're right. I still have Miguel's dream left to fulfill. And we still have the fight ahead of us to overcome.
With you by my side, even the bitter times can taste sweet.
Okay, I think that's enough poetry for one day.
Hey, dinner's ready! Wow, you look really happy, Kisara.
Oh? I'm just excited to see what you two have cooked up. Now let's sit down and enjoy it already. Dohalim, all of your replies last night were poems. What was that all about?
I suppose I was struck with poetic inspiration. Did it strike your fancy?
Yes. I found it to be quite elegant.
I'm afraid my memory of them is a bit faint. Could I trouble you to recite them for me?
No, you cannot. Remember them yourself.
I wonder what we'll find out there this time.
Most likely Zoogles, I would reckon.
I mean, other than them?
Best stay out of its way for now.
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Airborne
They're
beast.
surrounding us.
My
Leave the target to me.
Aim for the weak spot!
One more.
I'm on it! Blow away! Raining slap! Blow away! Raining slap!
I'll end you. I'll be safe.
Raining slap! Blow away!
Here's the evil. Put a mark in the hand.
Raining slap!
Thunderblade.
Blow
Radiant
away!
Blood here.
Now! Do it! Find up!
Astral energy. Full throttle.
glacial spear.
Here's the evil. Thunderblade.
I'll bring you back from death to bit. I'll bring you back from death to bit.
Smash you.
I'll bring you back from death to bit.
No further! I'm on it! Not done yet!
Flare tornado.
Raining slap!
I'll bring you
Blow
back
away!
from death to bit.
Raining slap!
Resuscitate.
Do it! We did it!
First aid. Smart.
Blow away!
Eat this. I'll end you.
Raining slap! The flame inside is yours to be let free!
Lightning orb.
Here, let me help.
Lightning condemned. First aid.
Thanks, Shion.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll do better.
No more playing nice. Talon sword. Lightning.
Blow away!
Lightning condemned.
Raining
I
slap!
never miss.
Blow away!
Thunderblade.
Blow away!
Arc seal.
Raining
Let me
slap!
help. First aid. Hands in the wind. Hands up. Like astral energy. Hands in the wind. Hands up.
Blow away!
Smash you. Burning.
Raining slap!
Let me help.
Blow away!
In a bind?
First aid.
Raining
What would I
slap!
do without you?
Blow away!
Raging cascade.
Raining slap! It's on!
Blah, blah, blah. Like astral energy. Here's a healing art. First aid.
Now I can let loose!
Talon storm.
Raining slap! Blow away!
Leave the charges to me.
Raining slap! Blow away!
Thunderblade.
Here I go. Far enough.
Go. Searing
I'm on it! Blow away!
Do it.
Raining slap! Remote!
Astral energy.
Say no more!
Hear me. Flame of fury. Dance in the wind.
Raining slap! Blow away!
Dance in the wind.
Raining slap!
Handle this. Both sides.
Blow away!
Radiant. Dance in the wind.
Anything in armor is all
One's mine.
The earth throbs in pain.
One more. Eat this. Lightning orb.
It's on!
you!
Hear me. Flame
Blow
of
away.
fury. Burning.
Raining
Raging
slap!
cascade.
I'll put you through! Burn in hell!
Fresh. Dance in the wind. The enemy is going all out.
Here comes the big one!
Is
this what real pain feels like?
I'll
Bring you back from death to bit.
That's enough!
Photon
In a
blast.
bind?
Lightning condemned.
It's pinned down.
Thunderblade. Eat this. Lightning. Downfall.
Blow away!
Hands in the wind. Here's the evil. Air thrust. Raging
Blow now!
Feel.
Glacial spear.
Here's the evil. Freeze lancer. Here goes. More with that. Here.
The finishing blow!
You'll need to beat me to it, kid.
I'll take on that challenge.
If it's in the sky, it's mine. Where are you going?
Raining slap! Blow away! Raining slap!
Lightning orb!
Blow away!
Lightning attack! Thunderblade!
Raining slap!
Here goes! Confiscated! Hear me! Flame of fury! Burning!
Ignite!
Lightning orb! Raging cascade!
Raining slap!
Sleep now!
Blow away! Remote!
Astral energy!
Say no more! This should make for some good weapon crafting material. Wish they were all that easy.
Yeah, I think we might be getting too strong.
Yeah, Isn't that good?
Play along, would you? All aboard the victory train!
Overconfidence can bite you in the butt. Yeah. No. You did it!
Really?
Yeah.
What's gotten into him?
He says instead of making a Zoogle sign, we should be making a Hoodle sign.
He's feeling threatened by a rival. Maybe I'll get some training in before we eat.
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little? What's wrong? You're looking pretty down. Something on your mind?
Yeah, you could say that. It's just, well, there's something that's been eating away at me for a long, long time. Do you mind if I share it with you?
Of course not. I'm glad to listen.
See, my mom and dad used to tell me I shouldn't go around casting magic. But there was one time I did, behind their backs. And when I did, Almadria showed up.
Huh?
I hated Almadria for destroying everything I loved. But what I hated most was myself. For breaking my promise to my parents. Even though I swore I'd get revenge, there was always this nagging part of me that wondered if I even had any right to do so.
Rinwell, it was Almadria who killed your family. Don't torment yourself over one mistake.
How can you say that when my mother and father died because of me?
This may not comfort you much, but I'll say it anyway. I have a feeling your parents always knew something like that might happen.
What do you mean?
There was always a chance that someday, someone was going to find you and your family. But even knowing the risks, they still taught you magic. And there are two reasons I can think of for that. First, your talent. Second, they were hedging their bets.
Huh? On what?
On you, Rinwell. On how you turn out when you grew up. Sure, learning magic may invite danger, but it would have been even more dangerous to live in hiding without being able to defend yourself. They knew what they were getting themselves into when they taught you magic. And I think they did it because of how much they loved you.
Because my mother and father loved me.
Sorry, I know I shouldn't be putting words into your parents' mouths.
No, it's okay. I used to think I would have been better off if I never knew how to use magic. And if I'm really honest with myself, sometimes I still think that. But after traveling around with all of you guys, I've learned that there are things I can do with magic. That there's a point to it after all. So I'm going to keep trying. I'm gonna try and accept it as part of who I am. I want to use it to protect my friends. To protect the future of Dana. Do you think that's selfish of me?
Not at all. I wouldn't want it any other way with you, Rinwell.
Hoodle, let me know if you sense anything. I want to go back to bed.
Judging by the stench, I'd say the animals at the ranch are all grown now. Armored soldiers.
Some of Volron's former guards.
Let's take them out quick before things get messy.
Oh, glory unto Volron!
Lay down your arms and no one has to get hurt.
Silence! Traitors like you shall never walk free!
I knew you were stubborn, but you don't have to be so damn dramatic. It does it.
Leave the enemy heart to me!
No complaints here. Can't move. I'll smash you.
I'll bring you back to
It
life a
does
bit!
it.
Curse you!
Eat this.
I'll bring you back to life a bit! I'll bring you back my death abyss! Recover!
No, I won't give in.
Hear me! Flame of death! Hey, here's a healing heart! This is
Here you go. Feel like me again.
where are you going? Thunder Peal! Raging Lightning! Here, let's go!
I really owe you one.
Wait, and how?
Let me take the rest of them.
Well, someone's feeling lively. Here's a healing arc. You fight better at a distance. The further away, the better. You and I both. Glacial Spear. Pierce evil. Freeze Lancer. Lightning Condense. As impressive as always.
Here I hope there was
Hold on to your arc. No, I mean you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Shion actually look flustered.
Freeze Lancer.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here's a healing arc.
I'm sorry to be bothered.
We've all got enough on our plates.
What's with the hole here? Is that supposed to be their hideout?
It doesn't look like it's freshly dug, whatever it is. Maybe it's the entrance to a path to Cyslodia. Everything all right?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Let's go.
Well, looky here.
Tell me, Alphen, wherever did you learn how to wield a sword?
I was wondering the same thing too, actually. I'm guessing you knew how to fight before you met the Crimson Crows, right?
I used to be a soldier who served a Danon master. I never saw the guy's face, but I still fought for him because he was my employer. Looking back, it wasn't all that different from being a slave.
A Danon master? That must have been before the Renans brought you to Lenegis 300 years ago.
You must fight using real Danon techniques then.
Really? We used to have our own sword arts?
There's a lot of our own history we've lost since the Renans first invaded. It's not all magic and art. I'm sure it includes things like sword styles too. It's incredible and also a little surreal to see those arts still survive after all this time.
Not only that, but I first learned these moves while serving one ruler, only to end up turning my sword on the ruling class altogether. Pretty ironic when you think about it.
I apologize if I dredged up unfortunate memories for you.
Nah, we're good. It's in the past now. All we ever did in those days was stir up trouble.
You're using those skills for a good cause now. It's not all bad.
I suppose this is what people mean when they say that every cloud has its silver lining.
Exactly. He's using those sword skills to make the world better. Could be a lot worse.
True enough. I will stop worrying about mentioning it then.
This should be a good place to fight.
Wow, Kisara. It's so big.
You're talking about my shield, right?
Yeah, I look pretty flashy out there.
So glad it met with your approval.
You've noticed it, haven't you?
Notice what?
I'm referring to Shion.
I never thought you, of all people, would come to me about her.
Yes, well, what concerns me has more to do with what machinations may be currently unfolding in secret on Lenegis as we make our way along this tunnel.
And you're saying it's related to Shion in some way?
Perhaps. She believed there was a good possibility that the Renis Alma may free her from her thorns. One would think after losing the Renis Alma, she would be more dismayed, and yet she isn't. Why? There's also the matter of the power that she inherited from...
You heard what she said. She didn't know about the Maiden's power.
Mere ignorance does not preclude her deep connection to the events unfolding around us. You recall when her thorns went rampant in Castle Delpharis. I've never seen dark astral energy manifest in such a way.
I thought you said all Renans had dark astral energy inside of them.
Correct. However, what Xion exhibited was far beyond what any ordinary citizen could ever possibly possess. And let me be clear. I do not intend to cast doubt on Xion or her motives. Nevertheless, I cannot shake the feeling that there's more to all of this than what we currently know. Do you disagree?
No wonder we couldn't manage to find them. They've been holed up here all this time, hiding.
The remnants of Volron's forces. You think they were planning an ambush on Pelagian?
Possibly. Then again, knowing how blind their devotion is, maybe they were just waiting.
Waiting? For Volron, you mean?
Even though we already defeated him? But yes, I suppose you're right. For these guys, that would just be a technicality. They act more like worshippers than subjects. They're probably still in denial that he was overthrown in the first place.
Either that, or they were biding their time until the next crown contest. Either way, their allegiance is to their lord.
Who they're convinced and expectant will return. So in the meantime, they wait patiently in preparation for the day that he finally does. That's way more than just loyalty. It's no less than total subjugation. I see supplies and other signs people were living here. Even Zoogle cages.
Definitely looks like this is where the remnants of Volron's forces hold themselves up. Yeah.
They were hiding in a place like this all along.
I don't know when it happened, but we sure are hauling a lot of stuff these days.
I was just thinking the exact same thing. Glad to hear I'm not the only one.
We should probably clear some stuff out, like our old weapons we're not using anymore. They must be in pretty bad shape by now.
No way. Those are still good as new with a little polishing. If anything, I'd say all our armor is what's weighing us down.
But that armor's also still good once you fix it up. Besides, better to have too much armor than too little. You can trust me on that one.
Well, what about all these dumb old antiques we're lugging around? If we sell those off, that should lighten our load.
Simpletons such as yourself who can't appreciate the true worth of such things is how precious art vanishes from history.
Pretty art's not gonna save you in a fight, man.
Stop it, you guys! This is no time to...
All I really meant to say is, you can tell how much we've been through by everything we're carrying around. Honestly, that's all.
Oh.
My deepest apologies. It appears that I may have rather overreacted.
Yeah, I guess it's only natural we'd have so many souvenirs by now. I might have been out of line too.
I guess all this stuff really is a sign of how far we've come together.
Yeah, every little piece is its own treasure filled with memories.
Whoa, this is amazing.
You always get excited when you find something good.
We should hurry and get this stuff processed.
How much do they have to steal from us to be satisfied?
What's that thing's purpose anyway? Some kind of siphon that sends the astral energy the Lords harvested to Lenegis?
Not as far as I'm aware. That said, it has become evident since the forming of the Renaissance, as well as other recent events, that my insight may be thin. I would, as I believe the saying goes, take what I say with a grain of salt.
No, Halim.
At the very least, I believe we can assume that whoever is pulling the strings behind the scenes has had this in the works for quite some time.
Why's that?
The people on Lenegis may have plenty of resources at their disposal, but not even they could prepare something like that in a mere month. Something of that magnitude takes considerable time, as well as a predetermined goal in mind.
Then what was the crown contest for?
At this stage, I think it was but one step in the greater scheme we see unfolding before us. What that scheme is exactly, I haven't a clue. For now, I believe we should keep moving. The path continues. It's quite possible it will take us all the way to Cislodia.
Agreed. Let's keep moving.
So Shion's thorns are dark astral energy.
Rinwell, are you worried about Shion?
Of course I am. But I don't know how to talk to her about it.
You and me both.
Come to think of it, what happened to those 4 lights that fell from Lenegis along with the Wedge?
All 4 of them scattered in different directions. It's anyone's guess where on Dana they might have landed.
I'm not entirely sure, but it seemed like those lights may have all been different elements of astral energy.
So even though they're using the Wedge to siphon off energy from Dana, they're shooting it back down to Dana as well? Why?
I don't know. It all happened so suddenly.
Hopefully it's not a sign of some new threat we'll have to deal with.
But if that red woman has anything to do with the Wedge, then what could that light...
It's weird, isn't it?
Oh?
The Red Woman. Shion and Dohalim said they'd never seen her before Pelagian.
Are you saying they're lying to us?
No, it's not that I think they're lying, just... There has to be some reason for it, right?
Well, one thing the 2 of them have in common is that they're both Renans.
Okay, you 2. Put a pin in it for now. I know that we're in the dark about a lot, but for now, let's focus on getting through these mountains.
Yeah, of course.
It sure got cold all of a sudden after we passed the peak.
Law,
Yeah, we're getting close.
you sure showed them!
All in a day's work.
Dohalim!
Light Burst 4!
Radiant Genesis!
Flying freaks! Why can't they just sit still?
Ignition! Can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done! Now!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
We made it to Cislodia.
We need to get that bridge down somehow.
It looks like we can control it from our side. Let's take a closer look.
Are you okay, Law?
Oh, fine. Just thinking. The past is a real downer. That's why I'm focused on what's ahead of me. You?
Yeah. I'm going to stay the path. As long as we're all together, I know we'll be all right.
Same here. Now let's get moving.
Oh, good. We can cross through here.
Stop! Who goes there?
My name is Alphen. We're not your enemies.
Did you say Alphen? Slap me silly, it really is you!
Forgetting someone?
Rinwell! Oh, glad to see you're doing okay.
What are you guys doing out here?
We're patrolling the realm. Never thought I'd bump into you all on my rounds, though. Heck, enough of me, though. What's going on up in the sky? Feels like the world's gonna end.
That's what we're trying to figure out ourselves. And as it happens, I've got a big favor to ask.
I had an inkling that's why you'd come back, as soon as I saw you in the distance. So you beat all the lords, huh? Damn, you really must be a hero.
I just did what I had to. So can you send anybody to help Ganeth Heros?
I think we can help out. I'll hit up the other resistance groups and rustle up some support. I doubt they'll have a problem with sending people once I mention it's you who's asking.
Thanks. If you guys can help out, that'll give us a chance to do something about that wedge out in the ocean.
Yeah, I think that's something only you guys can handle. Speaking of which, that thing's out in the middle of the ocean. How do you even plan on reaching it?
By boat. We're about to go look for one.
No rest for the weary, I see. Hey, what happened to that mask you used to wear?
It's a long story. Let's just say I lost it.
I sure never expected to run into Bregan.
Cyslodia's probably in good hands with him.
Yeah, now we can focus on finding a ship.
A boat, huh? Where are we gonna find one of those? It's not the kind of thing people just leave lying around.
Especially not Renans. For an Imperial power, they never have shown much interest in maritime expansion. Still, I dare say there should be the odd small vessel here and there.
All well and good, but that structure's slap bang in the middle of the ocean. A fishing boat won't cut it.
Let's just try to find one that won't sink us halfway out, yeah? Not that it needs to be a huge galley like Almadria's or anything.
Just as well, since we've passed, let's see, literally 0 huge galleys.
All I know is we have to reach that thing in the ocean. Anything that might work, I say we try it. Thanks to Bregan, it seems like Ganeth Heros should be in good hands, at least.
I wonder who they'll send to look after things. It'll be someone from one of the other resistance organizations, no doubt.
They could do a whole lot worse than someone like Doc. And knowledge of medicine would go a long way there.
Wait, do you mean the old guy back in Calaglia? Ganeth Heros would be one hell of a trek from there. He'd have to get here first.
My brother's old second-in-command, Legil, would be a perfect fit, too. Pity she'll probably still have her hands tied up with work in Menancia.
Mahag Sar will be the same story. They won't have the manpower as it is, let alone enough to start exporting it.
Man, everyone's still struggling to get back on their feet, huh?
Knowing Bregan, he'll probably take things into his own hands. He seems like the kind of guy who enjoys a challenge.
Thinking back on it now, though, it does kind of make you realize just how many people we've gotten to know in each of the places we visited.
That's true. And each and every connection we forged is priceless. Anyway, we can trust Bregan to take care of things from here. Come on, let's focus on the task at hand.
It's freezing.
It's always like this in Cyslodia.
Menancia was most fortunate, I see.
Okay.
Hey,
Oh!
great!
Oh!
Yes!
Okay.
The fish could be dwindling even as we speak.
Time is of the essence. Let's hurry.
I think you're making a mountain out of a molehill.
We've reached our destination.
What? What? All right.
What?
All right.
No way.
Well,
Sure.
Agreed. I must say, I wasn't expecting you to be the one to spoil their reunion.
well, it was the same with Alphen and Shion. Too much affection can be hard to bear. In fact, you look sort of pleased, Dohalim.
I have the privilege of witnessing their new start together. Few things can mar such joy.
What if it were you?
What indeed? Why?
Oh, yeah. Dohalim.
It'd be bad news if this had something to do with that Wedge business.
What I don't get is, why here? What could possibly be out here?
We'll find out for ourselves whether it's coincidence or something more.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Endurance to be less free.
Try harder.
Dragon Swarm!
We are freaking invincible.
Alvin and the others
Sweeping them
truly
up
are
as a
strong.
one-man.
Take it! Lightning orb!
Pull it together, Law.
Sorry, right. I'm calm.
You picked the wrong fight. Blew away. Raining Slash. Blew away.
Armor won't save. I'll finish you here and now. The enemy wields arcs too.
You'll soon see about that! Get toasty!
Bird strike.
Laser spear! Here's blade!
I'm on it.
Freeze laser!
Hurricane.
Blew away.
Where are you going?
The flame inside me.
Almost there.
Or close enough. Take it away, Law.
I thought
So
you'd
you
never
came to my
ask.
rescue again.
You need to be careful. With the blazing sword,
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
That's some power you wield.
you're the one who did the heavy lifting. That Zoogel's in our way.
I'm ready to fight it anytime you are.
Prepare to be seen.
This
one's gonna be tough.
Redwell, astral energy! Full throttle!
A flawless victory.
Naturally!
We've got him on the run.
Don't get cocky!
Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade.
Nice one, Alphin.
Yeah, there's more where that came from. The design of this equipment is really interesting.
You must really like it, Alphin.
Wow, that was a nice move there.
I know, right? Bet you couldn't do it.
So it's a grab here, thrust the left leg, then use the right arm to leverage over.
Stop memorizing my move. Woohoo! Woohoo!
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
We finally made it.
I wonder if something happened.
Serious?
I guess. All right.
Huh?
You did.
What it?
Think we can take that thing?
No way. Forget about it.
Looks like trouble. Captain King.
Together, we got this. Be careful, everyone. This one isn't normal.
That frickin' does it.
Raining Slash. Blew away.
Eat this.
Dragon Swarm.
Here's the evil. The flip magic is out. In here.
Blew away.
Get on in there with the others.
There you go. I feel like me
Raining
again.
Slash.
Radiant
Blew away.
Come and get it.
Hold together. Just a little longer.
The enemy wields sympathy.
You'll soon see about that.
Eat this.
Glacial spear. Here's the evil. In here. Freeze laser. Here, let me help.
Blew away. Dragon Swarm.
I can do this all day.
As impressive as always.
Here I hope there was improvement.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Shion actually look frustrated.
Raining Slash.
Blew
away.
First
I
aid.
can carve through
Thanks so
armor.
much.
That's enough.
Radiant fire.
I'm just in a bind.
Raining Slash.
Glacial spear.
Blew away.
Feel. Get on in there with Here's a healing arc. First aid. Sleep now. Let's get you off that way.
Blew away.
I never miss. Here's the not on my watch.
Blew away.
you all down.
Stay away from my friends!
Sleep now. I'll bring you
Can't
back
get
from
out of
death.
this.
Let's get you all tucked away. Resuscitation!
Far enough!
Here's a healing art. Photon blast!
Burn!
In here, another ammo. Let's get you all tucked away. First aid!
Raining blast!
Here goes.
Blew away!
Banana, let's go!
Raining blast! Blew away!
Gemini off!
Raining blast!
Sleep now. Power of water to the stockpile.
Blew
Now!
away!
Ridwell, astral energy! Full throttle! Here's a healing arc.
Eat this! Why'd you do it?
To stop you dying?
I never miss. My ass dance in the wind.
Eat this!
Air thrust.
I've let you all down.
You'll pay for that!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss. Burning strike. Dance in the wind. Here.
It's time.
Get on in there. One more. It's about to strike.
Look sharp, everyone!
Feel. Flame of not in your dreams. Burning strike.
This one's all mine!
Photon blast. All right. Here. Let me help. Showtime. First aid.
Really owe you one.
Seal.
Ignite!
I'm on it!
Got it. Now's our chance. Too much to handle. Dance in the wind.
Deny!
Air thrust. First aid. Lightning condense.
Take this!
Here. Here's a healing arc. Lightning condense.
Blew away!
Teleport.
Try harder!
Watch and wait. Let the mark hit.
away.
Raging cascade.
Raining blast! You!
First aid.
What a relief!
Raining blast! Blew away!
No.
Can't end here!
Here, let me help. In here. Thanks for the healing.
Watch
You
yourself,
require
okay?
a hand.
Yeah, you too.
No further!
Where are you going? Dance in the wind! In here! I'll bring you back from death's More abyss. For the stockpile!
Ready to go!
I can't hear you forever! Here's an healing arc!
Not done yet!
Air thrust! Can't be happening! Not in your dreams! Here goes! Lightning
away.
condemned!
I hope this medicine works as promised.
Radiant, here! Dance in the
That
wind!
move!
Raining blast! Here comes the big one!
Get on in there! Resuscitation! Here's a healing arc! First aid!
Now I can try harder!
Radiant, oh here! This one!
I'm out of ammo!
Here goes! First aid!
Almost there!
Close enough! Take it away, Lo.
I thought you'd never ask.
Gemini off! Here, let me help! Light
I owe you one.
In a bind?
Seal! Take it! More for the stockpile!
Raining
Mega, let them mark! Handle this! Up and out! Let's go! One last! Blah, blah, blah! That's sleep now! Healing arc! Take care of
Dead spot. Oh, you are gonna pay for that!
Blew away!
Radiant, here!
Raining
Eat this! You're done!
Radiant, here!
Blew away!
I'm ready.
Radiant, light! Searing flame! Reload!
Denied!
Eat
I'm out of ammo! I'm all fucked up! Lightning! Hey!
Raining
Excited! Got you! Lightning! This one's mine!
No! Can't end here!
Mega ray! Watch and weep!
You require a hand.
Here's a
Can't
healing
get out
arc!
of this!
First aid! Ready? Here, let me help. First aid! Take it! One more! Mega ray! Annihilation!
Raining slash!
Here I go! One more! Annihilation!
I'm ready.
Do it!
Raining slash! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
anyone else think this might be a touch too dangerous?
Ridwell's right. We should fall back to regroup and try again later. This is great. The taste and aroma will blow everyone away.
Hey, what's the smoke? Is it an enemy attack?
Seriously, it's making my eyes and throat burn. What the hell is going on?
It's probably some sort of gas. Try not to breathe it in as much as you can manage.
Gas? Those cowards!
Isn't this just cooking smoke?
What kind of food makes your throat burn so bad just from the smoke?
I believe Alphen is.
They're trying to gas Alphen?
What? Those sick bastards! I won't let them get away with this!
Calm yourselves and listen. I was simply trying to say that Alphen is the one cooking.
Oh?
Maybe I should throw in some more spices, just for that extra kick. Yeah, that'll help. Think I'll turn up the heat while I'm at it, too. Oh, crap. The spices burned. Well, at least the meat's coming along nicely. All right. Now I just flip it over, and then...
Hey, Alphen? What are you doing over there?
Oh, Shion. Perfect timing. I actually just finished roasting up a chicken. Call everybody over so we can eat together. I used a ton of spices, so it's got a good punch to it. Might have overcooked it a little, but it should still taste good.
I'm starting to understand why your food always tastes so damn spicy now.
Hasn't anyone told him that it is actually possible to have too much of a good thing?
If that's the taste he truly wants, far be it from me to contradict. His cuisine is a rather delicate repast.
Mind if I join you, Law? Hey, Law. About what you said before.
When?
You were telling me how there were things you wished you could have asked your dad. If you want, you can always come to me with your questions.
What brought this on all of a sudden? Don't I already lean on you enough as it is?
Still, there's plenty you would want to ask him if he was still alive, right?
I mean, yeah, but I think you'll have a hard time answering any of them, if I'm being honest.
How come?
I mean, the stuff I want to ask him about is, like, how he met my mom and how he won her over. Stuff like that. Anyway, not really something you can help with, right?
You're right. Sorry, Law. I can't even begin to imagine how to help with that.
You're telling me. I just wish there was someone experienced I could ask about this kind of stuff.
Yeah, he was definitely that.
Let's make sure to kick ass tomorrow, too. Good grief. Hey! Whoa!
Huh? Well, yeah.
I got...
Oh? Yeah. Yeah.
Why?
What?
You got it.
Great.
I hate that woman.
She was a head.
Well, yeah. I don't think I'll ever...
That can't be. No.
Oh, wow!
Hey!
Oh? Why? Whoa! Watch it! Hey! Oh?
Huh? No.
Hey! Hoo-hoo! Hoo-hoo! Maybe something's going on in the forest.
Wow, that was a nice move there.
I know, right? Bet you couldn't do it.
So it's a grab here, thrust the left leg, then use the right arm to leverage over...
Stop memorizing my move!
No choice.
Here I go! Thunderblade!
I can shatter any steel!
Raining flash!
Dragon Shield! Here! The flashing part's their weak point.
The enemy wields arcs too.
We'll soon see about that. In here!
I'm on it!
Reload!
Mirage!
Here, let me have
Swarm!
Raging Hurricane!
Inferno punch!
Not today!
Eat this! I'll run you through!
Shield!
Raining flash!
I'll be
You
seeing
let me see what I can do!
Blow away!
I never miss!
Raining
More bacteria!
What's this?
Raining flash!
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Inferno punch!
Here I go!
Energy!
By the power of
Raining
water! Raging Hurricane!
Blow away!
Raining
Inside me, yours to be left free!
Supernova! Raging Cascade!
Blow away!
In here!
Big flash! Blow
Get on
away!
in there with the other! Burning Strike! Glacial Speed!
Raining
In here!
flash!
Let's get you all out of the way!
Ignite!
I can do this all day! Burning Strike! Here's the evil! Magic is in! Breathe louder!
Raining flash!
More for the stop!
Smash you!
If it's in the sky, it's mine! Oh, magic is in! Seal! I'll be saving this
No
one!
further! I'm on it!
Raining flash!
I'm on a roll now!
Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
Blow away! Burn! Raining flash! The flame inside is yours to be let free!
Here I go!
Try harder!
Back into the fray! Annihilate!
Burn!
Annihilate!
Dragon Shell! Raining flash!
The flames will roar!
Burn!
Now! Astral energy! Full throttle! The flames will roar by the power of water!
Raining flash! Blow away! Raining flash!
Tucked away! Take lightning control! Thunderblade! I can do this all day!
Dragon Shell!
Shattering the
The
pieces!
flame magic is in! The enemy is going all out!
Prepare to be seized!
Great.
It's about to strike!
Look sharp, everyone!
Dragon Shell!
Oh, you are gonna pay for that!
I'll bring
Mirage!
it from
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
I'll bring you back from depths of this!
I'm on it! I'll end you!
Here's a healing arc! Dragon Birthday!
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Perhaps now isn't the time?
I really don't.
Can't get out of this!
More resistance! Lightning! Downfall!
Eat this!
Shining!
Incredible blast! Blew away! Flaming strike! To be let free! Dragon Blew away! Inferno punch!
Watch and sweep! Blah, blah, blah!
Dragon shell!
Anything in order!
Ignite!
Annihilation! Radiant escape!
Dragon shell!
Dance in the wind!
Lightning thrust!
Glacial spear! Here's evil!
Blew away! Dragon shell!
In here! Here's a amazing! Not long to go now.
We couldn't have done it
Now you
without
see
you.
what I can do!
Thanks! Come on! Let's see if we get in there and fix this fight! Let's do it! Here, sleep now. Let's get you off the line! The flip magic is down! The enemy is going all out!
In a bind!
Oh, magic is down! Sealed!
Blew away! Try
Here's a
harder!
healing blah, blah, blah!
Here comes something big!
Try to dodge!
I'm laying you all down.
Can't get here!
Thunder Annihilation! Mega Ray! Far enough! I'll bring you back from Lightning condemned! Thunder Blade! Hearts require complete focus!
Not done yet!
One more! Radiant Hand!
You'll pay
I'll
for
bring
that!
you back from Death's Abyss!
Raining slash! Blew away!
Resuscitation! Help it!
Pay for that! Blew away! Eat this! Blew away! Hurricane! Blew away!
Resuscitation!
Raining eat this! It's time! Talent hurricane! All mine!
Let's get you off the
Raining
way!
here! I'm on it!
Get on here!
Burn!
Do it!
First strike!
Law!
Demon's descent! Flashing fang!
So, did you like my boost art?
Yeah, it was off the charts!
Looks like some solid equipment. What do you want to do about that big one? Let's take it down.
Gotta break through!
Nothing gets by me!
If they rush you,
Dragon
you gotta
Sword!
cover them.
Inferno! Take Raining slash! Aim for their weak spot! Eat this! That frickin' does it! Talon Storm! Blew away! I'll smash you! Raining far enough!
Lightning
Blew
orb!
away! It's finished!
Let's
Blew
do
away!
it!
I'm on it!
Lightning
Raining
down!
Red!
Where are you going?
Blew away! Raining Talon Hurricane!
This
One keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get the light!
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
Now! Astral energy! Full throttle!
Now or never! Blew away!
Lightning
Inside me, yours to be let free! Not today!
Roll now! Dance in the wind! Feel!
Blew away! Raining slash! In a bind? Falling behind. Looks like this one's mine! Like hell it is!
They're not playing around!
Raining slash!
Attack! Stay here, Evil!
Now you see what I can do!
Blew away!
Now!
Here comes the... Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Is that the Zoogle we were told to dispatch?
Nice one, Alphin!
Yeah, there's more where that came from. An opponent like this should be easy.
Laser spear! Here's evil! Natural?
As impressive as always.
The flashing part's so weak!
I mean, you're even better than
Not
ever.
today!
I've never seen Xion actually look flustered.
Raining slash! Blew away! Raining slash! Smash you! Watch this! Blew away!
Raging
Take
cascade!
this! Eat this! Raining slash! Let's tear him up!
Now!
Away! Punch! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Talon Sword!
Lightning
Blow away!
Raging Cascade!
Blow away! Blow away!
This one's mine! Got it!
Blow away!
Now's our chance!
Blow away!
Don't mind if I do!
Big Flash! Raining Slash!
I'm out of ammo! Back into the flame!
Latest
Roar!
first strike!
Burning! Annihilate! Raging Cascade!
Dragon Swarm!
Astral Energy! Full throttle! Go!
Well, am I improving?
Tremendously. The speed and precision of your aim is simply unmatched.
I had no idea you were watching me so closely.
Isn't that the bull? It's surrounded by Zoogles.
Hey now! No picking on Ab! No choice. We are freaking invincible! Coming straight! What about me? Yeah! I guess...
Little help!
Are those rockets in?
The flashing part's their weak point.
Its armor's too strong.
Then I'll split it open!
Be my guest.
Blow away!
Here!
Inferno Burning Slash! Ignite! I'm on it! Raining Slash! First strike! That frickin' does it! Burning Strike!
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
Raining Armor won't save you! Blow away! No further!
I can do this all the time.
Raining Slash! Blow away!
Now,
Raining Slash!
Aqua!
Kisara, Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone!
Lightning Condemn!
Blow away! Raining Slash! Blow away!
The enemy is going all
Blow
out!
away! I'm on it! Raining Slash! Burn!
Ready to go!
Eat this! Talon Hurricane! Here comes something big!
Try to dodge!
Raining Slash! Blow away!
Don't mind if I do!
Raining Slash! Armor won't save you! Blow away! Far enough! Crumble! Talon Storm!
Thunder Field!
Talon Hurricane!
Falling behind.
Looks like this one's mine!
Like hell it is.
Do it! Talon Hurricane!
Kisara, Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone!
I felt better, that's for sure. Did you used to come here when you were younger, Kisara?
You bet. See the dent in that column? That's from when my mace slipped out of my hand one time, just after I'd joined the Guard. And that crack over there? That happened while I was practicing an art.
This is new information to me.
Right, here goes! Raining... Great! Now this one's gonna be tough! Raining Slash! Blow away! We did it! Raining Slash! Dragon Swarm! Raining Slash! Dragon Swarm! Raining Slash! Dragon Swarm! Mission! Raining Slash! Raining Slash! Blow away! Raining slash! Dragon form! Dragon form!
No chance! Light up the dark! All right, let me at him! Flaming meteor! All right, let me at him! Crescent moon! Nothing gets by me! The power of light! All right, let me at him! Shield and mace! I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare Demolisher!
I never knew Lagiel could be so intense.
She can get that way where my brother is concerned.
She's not the only one.
Hoo hoo. Hoo! Hoo hoo hoo. Maybe something's going on in the forest.
White, soft, and fluffy items. Is that description supposed to be figurative or literal?
Let's check anything in the area that looks edible.
I think Hoodle senses something. Look! It's all the owls we found. I guess this was their way of thanking us for finding them.
It looks like they're grouping up by color. Is that a thing?
Actually, the color of Dan and Owl's feathers is based on their maturity and their astral energy element. So maybe they stick to certain groups even if they all belong to the same kingdom.
Then I guess that means we can tell just how many owls we found in each domain.
They seem to be saying something.
Maybe they're thanking us for finding their buddies. Then again, maybe they're telling us that we have more owls to find.
I think the Queen is protesting that they shouldn't put undue pressure on us.
Maybe he's arguing back that we're the only ones they can actually turn to?
Right. Which is why the Queen is worried about sowing any ill will with us.
We'll do our best, so don't worry, I think.
Can you understand them?
Of course not. I'm just inferring. For some reason, when I hear them talk, that's just what I imagine them saying.
Oh, well, I think you're pretty close to the mark at least.
Well, don't worry about it. We're not breaking our backs over this. I think that was a thank you.
Seems like it, from both of them.
Hoodle seems happy with this. Isn't that nice, Rinwell?
Huh? Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Looks like we got another reward.
I didn't realize that so many still remained. Dan and Owls truly are majestic indeed.
I thought the Dan and Owls had all but died out myself. That's what I get for making assumptions.
Just so we're clear, this place is supposed to be a secret.
Yes, I'm aware. Places like these should be kept out of the public eye.
It's a pity, though. With proper training, they could be made into a magnificent chorus.
What are they hooting about now?
Alphen and Xion can interpret for us, right?
Huh? Oh, no, I mean, it was just a lucky guess last time.
Yeah? Maybe you'll be lucky twice. Go on, give it a shot.
Really? Well, if you say so. Let's see. Listen to them. Are they really up to the task?
What do you mean? You're the one who put them in charge.
It's my responsibility to protect our friends.
Stop trying to take everything upon yourself.
This is what the owls are saying?
Of course.
I must say, though, we've found quite a number of owls. It's a testament to how much you care for Hootle, Rinwell.
I wonder which branch Hootle will perch on.
Rinwell?
Oh, nothing. Don't mind me. Well, come on. The perches are only half filled. We've got to find the rest of the owls.
Well, if it ain't the Blazing Sword and his merry crew.
Mahavar? I can't believe you're still alive.
Course I am. If you landlubbers can make it out of that sinking ship alive, ain't no reason an old sea dog like me wouldn't too.
Yeah, but that wave hit hard. I'm glad to see you're okay. Sorry we put you in so much danger back there.
All water under the bridge at this point. You helped make one of my life's dreams come true. The ship, on the other hand, she took a bit of a beating, though, I'll admit.
Really? What happened to it? It looks fine to me on the outside.
She's fine now, but she was in rough shape when I made it back here. Engine chamber gave up the ghost. Without a lot of options, I decided to talk to the head honcho of the Dark Wings and see if he could help at all. And wouldn't you know it, Crazy Fool sent over Renan engineers to help. Can you believe it?
Renan?
Yep. Said they came from Menancia. They were real professionals. Did what they needed to and didn't give me guff or anything. I was damn near floored.
So they did the work themselves. Good on them.
Well, they did a bang-up job, 'cause she's better than ever now. Speaking of which, I take it she's why you're here?
Yes. We need to get out on the ocean, and fast. When can we set sail?
Give the man a minute to think it over, Alphen. He hasn't even said yes yet.
It's all right, little lady. I'm a man of the sea. I'll gladly help. Hop aboard, folks.
This thing already looked plenty huge from afar. Seeing it up close makes it really hit home.
I didn't expect the journey to go so smoothly. I figured the Renans would send something to sink us.
Maybe they didn't think we had the nerve to come.
Somehow I kinda doubt that.
It's entirely possible they don't see us as a threat.
What do you mean?
That they think they're beyond our reach. Still, this structure is quite the unusual sight. Truth be told, never seen anything like it.
You're right. It doesn't look like the buildings on Lenegis at all. Or like any Renan structure for that matter.
It's weird. It doesn't feel like the kind of thing that has people inside either. Yeah, it's definitely something creepy. What the hell is it even made of?
I don't know. It's not mechanical or biological, but it's definitely alive in some way.
Shion?
I'm okay. It's nothing.
Well, what do we do now?
We have to stop this thing from siphoning off all of Dana's astral energy. That means finding the core and smashing it to bits.
Okay, but look at the size of it. I don't know if we'll find the core just wandering around.
Good point. Can anyone get a read on the astral energy around us? Any kind of a sign?
There's a rather enormous flow of energy moving directly upwards. If we wish to follow it, we'll have to do some climbing.
Rinwell?
Over there?
Hey, what's up with you?
Huh?
You okay? What happened?
I'm not sure. When I was reaching out to the astral energy, I thought I heard a voice.
A voice?
Yeah. I couldn't make out any words, but it sounded like it wanted me to come to it.
This seems like a trap, right?
It's not a trap.
How can you tell?
Listen, I don't know why, but when it spoke to me, I knew it wasn't hostile.
What do you think?
It could well be a trap. However, it's also our only real option short of wandering aimlessly about.
Let's trust Rinwell on this.
You sure?
Yeah.
It beats the alternative, I guess. What did I say? Sheesh, it's like walking on eggshells around here.
Sometimes you have to choose your words more carefully, Law.
Huh? Oh, right.
I need something to eat.
I see that the interior of the Wedge is every bit as strange and unusual as the exterior. Intriguing.
If I didn't see it come from Lenegis, I wouldn't believe it was Renan. Just what's with this place?
Yeah, it's all twisty and lumpy. Whatever it's all for, I'm stumped.
This is all Dana's astral energy.
Are you saying the Renans are funneling it through here to send to Lenegis?
Sure looks like it. We have to put a stop to it, quickly.
With this, I can become even stronger.
This seems strange. Like it should be among creatures you'd find in a forest.
Cut it out! I don't need to hear that! It's gotta be man-made, right?
Were it so, it would not be any easier to predict. Remain vigilant.
Here?
It's here?
Yes. All the energy flowing through the wedge comes together and collects here.
Is that thing a Zoogle? Holy crap, it's huge!
A central core and a guardian?
Once we beat that thing, it'll stop the Wedge from taking in any more astral energy, right?
It seems we're in for a fight regardless.
Here it comes.
Stay sharp, everyone!
Is there no end to what the Renans can cook up?
I don't know if that's a machine or what, but I do know it's pissing me off.
Watch yourself. There is no knowing what it is capable of.
Any other wisdom you want to pass along?
This'll come in handy. Freeze laser! Air hearts required.
Laser field!
Here's evil! In the wind! Air thrust! Freeze laser! Too much to handle? Dance in the wind! Here! Air thrust! Here! Dance in the wind!
You require a
Air
hand.
thrust! Each stroke! Dance in the wind! In here! This'll come in handy! Magic drop! An expert coming through!
I could do without this pain.
I'm out of ammo! Dance in the wind! Back into the fray! Air thrust! Annihilation!
You barely managed to turn that battle.
You don't need to sound surprised.
Perhaps I'll put more faith in you then.
Well, I certainly won't argue.
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Now radiant blue! Here! Here's a healing art! Dance in the wind! Aid! Air thrust! Electro sphere! Here's evil! Dance in the wind! Field! Here, let me help high! First air blade! Take it! And again! Dance in the wind! Radiant air thrust! Radiant dance in the wind! I'm out of air thrust and weak! Dance in the wind! Laser warrior! Here's evil! Freeze laser! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Rear destiny! Photon flash! Freeze laser!
As impressive as always.
Here I hope there wasn't two.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever. I've never seen Xion actually look flustered.
You are in tip-top shape!
As soon as I'm done here, come help out.
How could a girl ever say no?
You picked the wrong fight!
Come on, roll now! Dance in the wind! Let me help. Shield! First aid!
I owe you one.
Annihilation! Here's evil! Alright! It's spray time! Air thrust! Let me help! Raging cascade!
Okay, here I go.
Blah, blah, blah! Air thrust! Like astral energy! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! I guess you have your uses now and again.
Told ya! Lies unstoppable!
And you're not like that all the time. I never miss! Do it!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Is it over?
What the hell is going on?
It's too dangerous! Stay back!
I'm not the only one.
I heard it. Whatever it was, I heard it.
As did I. I'm not sure I'd call it a voice, but it was there.
What in the world just happened?
That was Dana's astral energy we just encountered. And I think what we heard might have been its voice?
You're saying astral energy has a mind of its own?
I haven't the slightest idea. But do you remember what happened when we fought Balsef back in Calaglia?
You mean when that fire monster came out of the spirit vessel?
Exactly. There was such a huge overflow of astral energy, it caused a monster to spawn and take physical form. Maybe the same thing happened here, just with way more astral energy and a bigger monster.
Does that mean if you gather enough astral energy, it can become sentient or take a physical form?
That's what I'm guessing, but it's just speculation. Master cores are able to hold a lot more energy than a spirit vessel, but we still haven't seen anything like that happen in our dealings with them.
That being said, there may be a mechanism of sorts inside Master Cores and spirit vessels that prevents such reactions.
That fire monster. I remember how it only appeared after Balsef's spirit vessel broke.
Then the reason Rinwell was able to sense all that astral energy earlier must have been because it was too much for that Zoogle to contain by itself.
So, then where do you think the Zoogle went? All that energy and poof, it's gone. The Zoogle with it. Doesn't that sound weird to anyone?
Indeed it does. However, in order for us to move our hypothesis forward, we will need to gather more evidence first. On that note, how are you holding up, Rinwell?
I just can't work out why. Why the voice reached out to me first.
Rinwell?
I can't help but wonder if it's because of my heritage that I was the one to hear it. Sorry. That's a strange thing to think, isn't it? Anyway, we should get going, right? We need to make sure the energy flow has actually stopped.
Are we gonna have to take this winding path all the way back down, too?
Yeah, but if anything, it should be easier than the climb up.
Really? Well then.
Actually, I've heard it's easier to develop muscle aches when going down.
Seriously? Everything all right? You kinda looked like you wanted to get something off your chest.
Huh? Oh,
Or not, you know, whatever.
yeah.
Yeah?
Sorry, never mind. Just forget it.
You wanna try being a little less cryptic, maybe? All right, jeez. Sorry for taking an interest.
Stop it! It's okay, Hootle! Sorry. I guess I still don't really know how to put it into words.
Nah, that's fine. No rush. It might help you to talk about it, though.
I'll keep that in mind. And thanks.
It looks like that beam of light has stopped.
Then is it safe to say we've avoided oblivion for the time being?
I can still sense a faint glimmer of energy, though. It hasn't completely dispersed.
You can tell? Rinwell, your senses seem a lot sharper than before, don't they?
And you said you heard that voice, right?
I guess. Maybe. I don't know. I don't feel bad, though.
If trace amounts, however small, do remain, then it leaves us no choice. We must destroy the entire structure.
What do you suggest? We bring it down piece by piece?
Once that's done, what do we do then?
We go to Lenegis. Even if we could destroy the whole wedge like he suggested, it'd only buy us time. The fact they sent this thing down tells me they're not giving up this planet without a fight.
There's also the matter of the Renis Alma. Its circumstances still have yet to be truly resolved.
But how do we even get to Lenegis?
What if we hotwire one of their starships? There's gotta be one on the planet somewhere, right?
Starships are only seen on Dana at the start and end of the Crown Contest. Otherwise, they remain on Lenegis. Believe it or not, we Renans down here aren't quite as free to come and go as one might think.
Great. Well, I'm out of ideas then. We definitely don't have the tech to build a starship. And even if we found a Renin who'd help, who knows how long that'd take.
Yeah. Waiting for a starship to come down from Lenegis would probably be quicker than that.
Wait. Alphen, when you came down from Lenegis, it had to have been in a starship of your own, right?
Right. Oh, of course.
You can't be serious. That was 300 years ago. There's no way it's still gonna work.
But Alphen didn't wake up until a few years ago. That means it had to have still been functioning that whole time to keep his body preserved.
Indeed. You wouldn't happen to remember where you landed, would you?
My memories around where I parked are still a little hazy, but I do know that I woke up in Calaglia, so chances are it's still in the area. At least it's a place to start. Luckily, that realm's my old stomping ground, so I should be able to get us some help finding her.
This is it.
Yeah. As long as Lenegis stands there, there's no avoiding it.
So what's this help in Calaglia you're planning to enlist?
My buddy Nath. If anyone there knows something, I figure it's him. But first, we need to catch a boat and get back to the mainland. Our first port of call is Ulzebek.
Back where you first started out.
Yeah, along with my dad.
You okay? You don't look so good.
I think I'm just a little seasick, that's all.
Liar.
Huh?
You heard me. You've never been good at hiding your emotions, Xion.
Excuse me? Just what do you... No. You're right. I'm sorry.
Is it about Alphen?
No. Not just him.
Something you can't talk about?
Rinwell, I'm not like the rest of you.
Of course you are! No, I'm serious. Back when we first met, I think maybe then I did think we were different. But now I know that isn't true. You and I are the same, Xion. We're alike in more ways than you know. If any of us is different, it's me. I'm a Danon who can use magic. I may be the last. My family and I have been living in hiding as long as I can remember.
Everyone has their own pain that can be hard for other people to understand. I saw the two of you talking and thought you could use a third wheel. So, here I am. Sorry.
If anyone's the odd one out here, it's me. Believe me, you don't want to listen to my problems.
Want me to go?
I didn't say that.
I get that you must have a lot circling around that head of yours. And that's okay. Whatever's worrying you right now, you're allowed to worry about it. And you don't have to talk about it if you don't want to. I know I'm not a Renin like you, or a mage like Rinwell. I'm not a sovereign, maiden, or lord. I'm just a Danon who used to be a slave. But regardless of all that, I'm here for you, Xion.
That goes for me too. We all want to be there for you. Me and Hoodle and even the boys. I promise. I mean, that is what friends are supposed to do, right?
I said this to Alphen, and now I'll say it to you. You're not alone in this.
Thank you. Rinwell. Kisara.
And right on cue, I think I should make my way back and lie down for a bit. My battle with this ship continues.
Yeah, I better head back too. We wouldn't want the guys thinking they're in charge. Can you imagine Law at the helm? Who knows what kind of trouble we'd get into?
Still, if that's true, then it's all the more reason I have to do this.
I think it's safe to rest here now. All right, something is definitely up with Xion.
Yeah, something big by the looks of it. I've never seen her so serious.
So, do you think we should say something to Alphen then?
I was wondering the same thing myself, but then it occurred to me. Whatever this thing on her mind is, it's probably the last thing in the world she wants people to know about. If she's trying this hard to keep it secret, then it's not really our place to go telling people before she's ready.
Yeah.
I can't tell them. There's just no way I could, right? What am I supposed to do?
All right. Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
Nice! You caught it!
Looks like it was well worth coming out here to the ocean to fish, judging by your haul.
Yeah, I can't complain with a catch like this. Dinner tonight's going to be a real good one.
Hell yeah!
What do you care? You're always happy as long as you're full.
Not always. I mean, okay, yeah, sure. Having a full stomach is close to the maximum amount of happy I can be. But Kisara's cooking is just so amazing. Even you can't deny that.
Well, sorry for not being able to cook as good as her then.
What? That's not what I said at all.
Anyway, what are you planning to do with that fish? Grill it? Turn it into a sashimi? Personally, my vote's for something Kisara?
Sorry. Can you, not talk to me right now?
Hey, are you all right? Your face is as white as a ghost.
It might be more accurate to say green.
What happened? She was doing okay until just a few seconds ago.
Actually, I think I remember her mentioning at one point that she felt pretty seasick. But we've been out here for a while now. Maybe it doesn't hit her when she's concentrating on something.
I think that means yes?
I'm sorry. I've never seen anyone look so ill before.
Don't worry about dinner right now. You just get some rest, okay?
Aw, are you tired, Hoodle?
You sure he's not just trying to hide from us?
Ah, Calaglia. Feels like it's been ages.
And wasn't Zephyr with us too?
Dad.
Hey, chin up. This is your hometown.
Everyone around here looks so much happier than they used to.
I'll say. It feels like an entirely different place. I suppose it's had time to adjust to its newfound freedom.
Zephyr would have been so happy to see this.
Yeah, he really would have. Especially if he knew Law was... Law? Something bothering you, Law?
Nah, I'll be fine. It's just, you know.
It still weighs on you, doesn't it? Running away back then.
I abandoned my home. Then when I finally come back, it's been liberated. What's important is that it's free. I get that, I do. I just... I should have been here.
Oh, just one thing after another, and it all falls on my head too.
Hey, Nath.
What? Can't you see I'm... Alphen?
Looks like you have your hands full.
As much as ever. As if I wasn't busy enough putting down the last remnants of Renan rule, I'm up to my ears in Danan disputes. And then, to top it all off, that thing had to come crashing down from out of the sky.
Pretty sure we've heard this somewhere before.
But enough about my problems. What can I help you with?
Yeah, we're looking for an old Renan starship. You wouldn't happen to know any around these parts, would you?
A starship? What do you need one of those for?
To get to Lenegus.
Lenegus? Are you out of your damn mind?
Believe it or not, it wouldn't be the craziest thing we've done recently.
Oh, I believe it. Well, either way, I'm afraid I haven't heard anything about a starship.
Then do you have any historical records by chance?
Sure, we've got stacks of old records.
Mind if we take a look at them?
Yeah, okay.
Thanks, Nath.
I read through all of the records, but I only found a single line that might point to what we're looking for. It mentions a rock that shot across the sky and landed past the mountains. The event was recorded just before the first Renan invasion.
And you think that might be the starship?
I don't know. There was nothing else in the records that came even close. It looked like it was someplace called Berg, but maybe I'm reading it wrong.
Berg?
That ring any bells for you?
Yeah, that's one of the biggest volcanoes in Calaglia. I was just there recently, investigating a report of a meteor someone saw.
Another meteor in the same area? Really?
I wonder if it could have been one of those lights that shot out of the Wedge.
All the more reason to check it out. Can you tell us how to get there?
The old Zion mine is up that way. One of the veins we abandoned connects to the volcano. Go ahead and use that. But you should be careful.
Huh?
I don't know if it has anything to do with the meteor, but there's a giant Zoogle running riot in there. Never seen anything like it.
A Zoogle, huh?
I turned back as soon as I caught sight of the thing, so I can't tell you much more. Just be real careful if you head out that way. All right.
I guess...
Right.
I didn't like the sound of that monster Nath was talking about one bit.
Well, we have to press on. We're going through Zion Mine to Berg Volcano. Let's move.
If you need help with anything, just let me know.
Mind if I join you, Law?
Hey, Alphen,
What's up, Law?
you ever find yourself just wanting to give Rinwell a pat on the back?
Law?
Not in a weird way. I'm just saying, she may be sassy, but she's also trying really hard, you know? And sometimes, when I see how hard she's working, I just want to walk up and encourage her. Is that weird?
No, I can see why you might feel that way. After all, she is kind of like a little sister to everyone at this point.
Right, exactly! But I'm worried if I do it the wrong way, she'll blast me with her magic. Or if not her magic, she'll sick Hootle on me to peck my eyes out.
Yeah, there's not much you can do if she's not feeling up for it. In fact, you're not the only one struggling to close that gap.
Huh? Has Hootle attacked you too?
No, I just mean because of her thorns.
Thorns? I don't remember Rinwell having any magic like that. That sounds more like Shion than... Huh?
Anyway, Hoodle's probably just worried that you're going to take Rinwell away from him. He's pretty protective, after all. Maybe your first step should be to make friends with him and go from there.
Right. That's a good idea, Alphen. I'll be sure to give that a try.
Thank goodness for Law's thick skull.
It's quite hot here. The climate feels different from Menancia's.
It's gotten much cooler since leaving town, though.
Does that mean eyes were burning holes in us?
So we're back in the Zion Mine tunnels. Who would have thought we'd be going through this place again? This is where you and I first fought together.
And also the first time we touched, as I recall.
Wait, really?
Yes, really.
So this path is supposed to take us out to Berg Volcano?
We're not gonna see any lava burst out in front of us or anything, are we?
Don't get so paranoid you let a rock fall on your head, Law. Ugh, so hot.
Well, yeah. We've reached the inner portion of Berg Volcano.
We need to find that starship. And fast!
You can make plants grow instantly? What if we use this for fruits and vegetables?
I'd rather not be our party's fertilizer. Thank you very much.
Step back! This one's all Law!
My face is starting to sting. And my throat feels super parched.
Here, have some water. Just make sure you don't drink too much.
Thanks.
You want some too, Shion? Oh, wait. I bet you're hungry more than anything, aren't you?
I'm fine, thank you very much. Everything okay with Hootle, Rinwell? He seems kinda out of spirits.
It must be the heat getting to him. We don't get these kind of temperatures back in Cislodia.
Galaglians born and raised here struggle with it too, so it's no surprise.
Aha! So that's why his plumage is so white. He was born in a winter wonderland.
Actually, Dan and owls absorb the astral energy of whatever land they're raised in. Where they're born doesn't affect their appearance at all. But that's not why he's white. The real reason is that he's still just a baby. Whew!
You mean their plumage changes color depending on where they grow up? Weird.
And with all this traveling we've been doing, it wouldn't surprise me if his wings ended up looking like a colorful painting.
I think he suits his snowy complexion. It'll feel strange to see him change.
How awesome would it be if his head and wings were different colors? And his stomach and sides, like a map of our travels! Ow, lay off, will ya? So much for the heat making him docile!
You've only yourself to blame for that one. Hootle takes pride in his appearance, you know.
Fascinating. An appreciation of aesthetic beauty in an owlet so young.
Dohalim, I think you've drawn his attention.
It's crazy to see rocks melt before our eyes.
Watch where you're going, everyone. If you fall, there will be nothing left of you.
Exactly. So don't try anything funny. Especially you, Law. No pushing anyone, not even as a joke.
I'm not a little kid!
It's good not to have to scrimp and save anymore.
You planning on buying something to celebrate?
Nothing in particular. Honestly, I'm just glad we won't have to go hungry anymore.
Try not to gorge yourself to overcompensate.
Kisara, let's talk for a bit.
I've been thinking about what we discussed earlier. His reasons might not have been pure, but in the end, Dohalim still made Elda Menencia a place where Danans and Renans can coexist. I thought everyone would welcome that change, with open arms. I took pride in what we had without putting in the work to truly solidify it. After so much failure, do you think I even have the right to pursue my ideals?
It doesn't matter what I think. You've already found your answer, haven't you?
I know what I want to say, but I can't help but wonder if I'm being selfish.
Everybody makes mistakes in life, Kisara. Everybody. It's what you do afterwards that matters. But you already knew that, right?
Yeah. I won't look away from the world any longer. I'll do my best to confront reality, so that we don't lose anyone else, ever again. More to the point, Dohalim needs someone who can push him forward. I think we both get lost in our sorrow too easily when we focus on the past.
If we see that happening, we'll set him straight. Don't worry. We'll look out for both of you. I have to say though, if you turned out this well modeling yourself after Miguel, he really must have been a great man.
What, you didn't believe me before? I'm pretty sure I've been going on about him since I joined up. If you need more convincing, I've got plenty more stories about him.
Maybe another time.
What's that huge Zoogle over there?
Ow! Eat it!
Radiant
Strike!
Chinese!
Blow away!
Quit trying to keep up with the wall! Dance in the wind!
Great.
Get out there with the others! Here's a hero! First aid! I can do this all day! Hear me!
Too fast! Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Blow away!
Field! Here, let me help you.
Blow away!
First aid! Magic is in! Crossblade! Radiant here! Here, let me help.
Blow away! Ready!
Dance in the wind! Field! One more!
Blow away!
Mega ray!
Ready!
Magic is
Try
in!
harder!
7 on here! Here, let me help.
Blow away!
First aid!
Burn it hell!
Burn! Radiant here!
Blow away!
Out of ammo!
Ready! I can carve through walls! Blow away!
I'll be saving
Ready!
you! Burn it!
Ready!
I can do this all day! Here, let me here! First aid! I'll be saving this one!
Feel like me again!
Burning glass! I can do this all day! Freeze blend here!
Talon Horde!
Here, let me help! First aid! Lightning orb! Banana!
Try harder! I'm on it! Ready!
now!
No further!
I'll be saving this one!
Eat this!
Now! Kisara! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Magna Ray!
Eat this!
Back into the fray!
Talon Horde! Flash! The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
End like this!
Stay away from my friends!
Sleep now! Let's get you! They're not playing around!
Ignite!
Lightning orb!
First strike! Ready!
Let's go! It's about to strike! Ready to go!
Look sharp, everyone!
Photon dance in the wind! Air Dragon! Photon raging in here! First aid! Let's get you all cut through!
Dragon shout!
Here goes!
Time to let it rip!
Here's a healing arc!
Dragon Swarm! Hurricane! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here, let me help! The flames first aid! In here! Glacial Spear! Here's the evil!
Now you see what I can do!
Try harder! Air thrust! Raging cascade!
Try harder!
Feel! More than
Flew away! You'll pay for that!
Radiant pierce! I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
No further!
No! Can't end here!
Where are you going? I'll bring you back from death's abyss! Burn! Resuscitation! Talent storm!
I owe you one.
Searing flame!
We're doomed! Doomed! Pull it together, Long.
Do it! Sorry,
Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
I hope this medicine works as promised.
Resuscitation! Searing flame! Reload! That's been a smart. Here's a healing art! First aid! Leave the torch on me! In here! Throw the torch field!
Take this!
Let's get you all tucked away! Searing flame! Reload that field! Here, let me help! First aid! Deny! Here comes! Raging cascade! Gemini Ultra! Plasma Blast! Air thrust! Take this! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Here's a healing art! Dragon
Flew
Shell!
away!
First aid!
I really owe you one.
Flew away!
In here, sky is mine! Let's get you all tucked away!
Now you see what I can do!
They're not playing around! Eat this! By the power of water! Raging cascade! Here's a healing art! First aid! Here's some... Here's
Oh,
evil.
you are gonna pay for that!
sealed!
Cleanser! I'll bring you back from death's abyss! Resuscitation! Here's a healing fight left in you! Can't be happening!
Flew away!
Air thrust! Photon slash!
Can't get out of this! Far enough!
I can't lose! Powered hurricane! Dynamic supernova!
Almost there!
Here's a healing art!
Take it away, Long.
So much I thought you'd never ask!
Require complete focus! Searing flame! Reload! Eat now!
Is this it?
Here, let me help! First aid! Burning strike! Radiant pierce! I'm out of ammo! In here! Let's get you all tucked away! Air thrust!
Not done yet!
They're not playing around! I can't hold on much longer!
Is this what real pain feels like?
Now! Demon's Descent! Flashing Bang!
They've really got us on the ropes.
Don't forget to heal your wounds.
You've collected an awful lot of those objects. You sure it's not just
Hush. Be quiet for a moment. The pieces speak to me.
What?
These relics that have scattered about. I can hear them whispering, longing to reunite with their lost friends and become one again.
Really? Do you hear any voices coming from them, Rinwell?
What? No! Don't get me wrong. I'm really interested in these things too, but I'm not crazy.
But don't you sometimes mutter stuff like, "Come to me, astral energy," when you cast your arts?
You're right. Oh my gosh. Are Dohalim and I actually alike?
Its charm really shines through now that it's been reassembled. Its streamlined shape, its geometric patterns. This is no mere amateur's work.
He's in his own little world at this point.
You get just like him when it comes to weapons, you know.
You're right. Oh my gosh. Am I just like Dohalim?
Huh? Why are you guys so quiet all of a sudden?
Why?
Oh, yes. Well, yeah.
My thanks.
I
can't say I'm impressed. You're making promises too freely. And that last exchange...
Niez is beset with grief. As a responsible Renin, it falls to me to extend my hand.
I don't think it should be your burden to take on.
Yeah,
I see. Good.
well...
Who?
Oh?
Good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I see.
Really?
What? My thanks.
Hey!
Who? Who?
Well... Those three seem to get along so well. Was it really right for them to separate?
It was his choice, and he ultimately chose the lady over his friend. I can only hope this helps her in her recovery. Who?
Huh?
Yes!
Huh?
Well...
So then. My thanks.
I still can't believe Deadeye was caring for these owls. Maybe he really was a nice guy once.
People are not born immutable. They change. And not always for the better.
This time it was for the better, though.
Indeed.
This is where the light fell? What's with this tower? Is it a Danon relic?
No idea. But the astral energy is getting stronger here. The light's definitely in this area. Even if it is an agent from Lenegus, I'll blow them away with my astral arts.
Is someone being attacked?
We have to save them! I won't let them get hurt!
Crap!
Well...
Why you? I guess...
Yeah.
Damn.
Guess I misread the landing.
Stairs. Which way do we go?
I say up. I sense presences below us, but not as large.
Up it is, then.
Guess I misread the landing.
Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
There's always room for improvement.
I wonder what we'll find out there this time.
Most likely Zoogles, I would reckon.
I mean, other than them.
That's no ordinary stray there.
We'd best stay out of its way for now.
Gotta break through! I'm on!
By the power of hurricane! Lightning orb!
Flew away!
In the wind!
Time to cross blade! Aim for
I'll finish you here and now! One more! Mega Ray! Chinese supernova! Raging cascade!
Flew away!
Feel it! Freaking does it! Not in your dreams!
Raining slap!
Lightning orb!
Raining
A
slap!
banana! Let's go!
Flew away!
In a bind?
Here!
Raining slap!
Here's a rock! Feel
There
it!
you go!
Love
Ready to
it!
slap. Ready to win.
Magic is annihilation! I never miss!
Try harder!
I'll crush you! Ah! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Here's a healing arc!
Raining slap!
First aid!
Eat this! Flew away!
Banana!
Eat dirt!
Sleep now!
Raining slap! I'm on it! Flew away!
There you go! Don't let up!
I can carve through armor! Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down! Sleep now!
Flew away! Raining slap! Inferno punch!
Thunderblade!
Flew away!
Take Here's a healing arc!
Can't get out of this!
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
Blah, blah, blah!
Here, let me help.
Flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Blade
Raining slap!
Pierce Hold on to your arc! The enemy is going all out!
Here,
More Zoogles?
keep calm and take them down.
Raining slap! Flew away! Raining slap! Not today!
What is in the sky is mine! I'm out of ammo!
Flew away!
Lightning confetti!
Raining slap!
Thunderblade!
Flew away!
Where are you going?
Let's tear 'em up! Anything in armor is
I'm nearly done for.
Okay,
Here I go!
Now you see what I can do!
Raining slap! Try harder! I have no limits! Eternal devastation! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Ready to go!
Now can't get out of this!
Flew away! Is this it?
Far enough! I'll bring you back from death. Lightning raging cascade! Sleep now. Glacial
I'm not done yet.
Blah, blah, blah. Magic! Freeze laser!
I don't feel like my usual self. Are you alright?
Let me handle this one.
So sorry to disappoint you.
The tactics are working great!
Full speed ahead!
Hey, wait for Law!
Here's a healing arc! First aid!
Now I can let loose!
Lightning raging cascade!
Try harder!
Here I come! Here, let me
You're
help!
throbbed in pain.
As impressive as always.
Here I will go with improvement.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Shion actually.
The enemy is going all out!
I really owe you one.
Lightning
Take
orb!
this!
It's gonna attack!
Right, watch out!
Carve through armor!
Flew
Not
away!
in your dreams!
Raining slap! Try harder!
Lightning orbs! Dance
I
in the
never
wind!
miss.
Flew away!
Air thrust!
Raining slap!
Flew
away!
Magic is there!
Raining
Thunderbolt!
slap! Flew away!
Here I go!
Raining slap! You'll pay for that!
Here! I'll be saving this one! Air thrust! One more time!
Raining slap!
Now!
Flew away!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
You sure you still want to press forward? If something happened to you...
What the hell is that thing?
Probably that monster Nath warned us about, if I had to guess.
Do you think this might have been where one of those lights that shot out of the Wedge landed?
But why this location? If the purpose of the Wedge is to harvest Dana's astral energy.
We can figure that out later. If that thing gets into town, it's going to cause chaos. We need to take it down and move on. Let's go! This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
Here it comes! Focus!
On your toes, everyone!
Suddenly turning tail doesn't seem so ridiculous.
Why? Are you scared?
Me? Are you?
Do you even have to ask? Of course I'm scared!
Focus up before we become that thing's lunch.
It's summoning Zoogle?
Take care of them while keeping an eye on it.
Glacial Spear!
Burn in hell!
Let's get you all tucked away! Banana, let's go!
Now I'm in the groove!
Dragon Show!
Let me help!
Raining Dance in the wind!
Dragon Show!
Lightning!
Blow away!
Go down slow!
Raining Flash!
Deny! Flames! Leap
Blow away!
Here, let me help!
In a bind?
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Right.
Talon Hurricane! By the
Blow
power of
away!
flame!
It wants now you see what I can do! Raining Flash! Blow away!
Thunderbolt!
Dance! It's on!
Dance in the wind!
I'll take you all on!
Here, let me help!
Raining Flash! There you go!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara!
Infernal Punch!
Downfall! I'm out of ammo!
Blow away! Raining Flash! Blow away!
Got it!
Raining
Now's our
Flash!
chance!
I'm on! Do it! Blow away! Remove!
Astral Energy!
Say no more.
Shut!
Well done!
Shattering the
Dance
pieces!
in the wind!
Infernal Punch!
Let's get you all tucked away!
Storm!
Here goes!
Blow away! Raining Flash! These things has got your name on them! Blow away!
I hope this medicine
Photon
I'm on! Blow away!
Reload! Field! Lightning!
Raining Armor won't save
Let's
you!
get you all tucked away!
Blow away!
Gemini
Raining
Ultra!
Flash!
Dance!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Dance in the wind! Sleep now!
Dragon Flash! This one's all mine!
Lightning
Raining Flash!
Astral Energy!
Say no more.
Here come more!
We'll just have to keep fighting.
Banana!
The enemy wields arms too.
We'll soon see about that!
Raining Flash! I can carve through armor!
Here's the healing art!
Eat this! You're done!
Take care of...
Try harder! You'll pay for that! Raining Flash! Try harder! I could do this all day! Eat dirt! Dragon Form!
Is this what real pain feels like?
In a bind?
Glacial Spear!
Deny!
Evil!
I play you all down.
Feel the medicine working! Ready!
Not done yet!
We're good to go!
Thanks. Want me to pick up your slot though? Just pointing it out.
As impressive as always.
Here I hope everything's
No, I mean, you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Sion actually look flustered.
First aid! Air thrust! Now for the power of water! Blah, blah, blah! Nice, Bob!
all the love.
Hey, I'm here too, you know!
Leave the charges to me!
All good things come to an end. Ready and raring.
Here, let me help! First aid! What would I do without you?
Reinforcements incoming! Not a problem!
First strike. Raining slot. Flew away. Raining slot. Stop.
Lightning orb! Dance in the wind!
I'll let you all down.
Stay away from my friend!
I'll bring you back from death to this!
Dragon swarm!
Easter!
Flew away! Try harder!
Failure's not an option!
No more playing nice!
Raging cascade! Ready to go! Dance in the wind! First aid! Hear me! I'll save it! Freeze laser! Lightning to down!
Raining slot!
Thunderblade!
Flew away!
Here's the healing arm!
Oh, you are gonna pay for that.
Radiant pierce! I'll bring you back from death to this!
You picked the wrong fight!
Resuscitation!
I can carve through arms.
Far enough!
Here, let me help!
Can't get out of this. Oh, now you're talking. Not my finest.
Try harder!
Here we go again.
Here's the raging cascade!
I can do this all day.
Feel!
Flew away. Can't move. That did it. Flew away. We did it. Okay, here I go. Try harder.
Finish without a trace! The flames will roar!
Flew away! Raining slot!
Raging cascade!
Next!
Damn it! Feel! Time for war! Be saving this one!
Shattering the
Feel the medicine working!
Attack! Raining slot!
Raging
Flew away. Double fitting
Here
right now.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Here's a healing art!
What a relief!
It's about to strike!
Look sharp, everyone!
Everyone all right?
We won't surrender. We won't retreat. Not yet.
Whatever you do, just please stay safe. I'll bring you back from death to
How
this!
are we supposed to take on something so big?
I'll handle it. Just watch and learn. That's enough! Go back down!
Everyone okay?
Yeah, I think so.
That thing scared the pants off me.
It felt like it had a different aura than other Zeugles, didn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't like the one that Almadria sicked on us either.
Its elemental astral energy variance was out of this world. It was like fighting a lord.
I guess it's safe to assume that if it came out of the Wedge, it must have played some part in helping harvest astral energy. But what?
Perhaps a living spirit vessel? It's plausible, given the location. Or it may be part of a new force dispatched to regain control of Dana.
If we assume that monster was one of the 4 beams of light, we must have prevented something from taking place here.
I'd like to think so, knowing how much grief it gave us. But at least with that out of the way, We can keep moving forward now. Let's go. You're quite the gunslinger.
I have to be, in this world.
Don't worry, I've got your back.
Hey, is that it over there?
Alphen?
Did you remember something?
No, but I have seen this starship before. This is it. This is the ship I traveled in when I escaped from Lenegis.
Three centuries later, and it's no worse for wear. I'll take a look at the internals.
Damn! I'm amazed it still works at all after all this time.
The past meets the present. I really am from a different time and place.
Yeah, but you've got us now, Alphen.
Not only that, but you've helped out so many people, too.
Law's right. Rinwell too. You're one of us now. No more carrying the weight of history on your shoulders. You're a part of this world.
Right. Thanks, you guys.
How's it look?
It should fly. All internal systems seem to be operating. However, considering how long it's remained inactive, I suspect it will take some time before it's ready for takeoff.
How much time are we talking here?
Starship mechanics are not what I'd call my forte, so I'd rather not hazard a guess.
So we've just got to sit around here and wait? I'm terrible at waiting.
That's because you're a child. Oh, but how about we use this time to prepare and gather supplies for the trip?
Good idea. Who knows when we'll be back from Lenegis once we leave? We should prepare ourselves for every possible scenario before we go.
Let's try not to stay away too long. I'd hate for anything to happen to the place while we're gone.
Either we race ahead, or we take due precaution to ensure we have no regrets. I shall leave it up to you as to how we proceed, Alphen.
Works for me.
It's funny, isn't it?
What is?
All this. When we first started this thing, did you ever imagine we'd be going to Lenegis? After all, this is the sort of thing I was rebelling against when I ran away from home, right?
I'm sure Zephyr would be proud if he knew what his son was doing right now.
And a little shocked, too.
We're defying the order of things that have persisted for 300 years. Deep down, I knew our journey would lead to confronting Lenegis.
Yeah, you maybe, but you're a Renan. The rest of us can barely even picture what it means to leave Dana.
No offense to Shion and Dohalim, but it's worth remembering we're heading into enemy territory.
No offense taken, and this is no picnic for me either.
Remember, our aim is to ensure that both Lenegis and the Renan homeworld leave Dana alone for good. I don't think we'll be able to avoid a fight.
Is there no way we can talk them into leaving us alone?
The people of Lenegis?
Sure. I mean, we found a way to make it work with Shion and Dohalim, right? And it's not just us. If places like Menancia can do it, then why can't we?
Because there are still many of my kind who believe it was right and natural that Rena reigns over Dana. There are those on Lenegis who have never stepped foot on Dana. I doubt whether they'd even listen to Danans.
Look, none of us want to fight. But these are the same people who fired that wedge down on Dana. What happens next is on them.
Right. We're not going to sit back and wait for them to oppress us again.
Right.
Don't forget, there's also a good chance the Red Woman is somewhere on Lenegis. And wherever she is, we should find the Renaissance too.
That's right. If we can take it back, then Xion can finally get rid of her thorns. Xion?
Yeah.
Where? Xion? Where'd Xion go? How could she just go off on her own? Xion. Xion! It's your thorns? But why? You okay? Just now, it looked like you used your maiden powers to suppress your thorns. You can really do that?
Stay out of my way.
Wait a second. Are you planning to go alone?
Shut up!
Why would you do this?
I told you to shut up!
I won't let you.
I mean it.
I refuse to let you.
I won't tell you again. Move or I'll shoot.
If that's the case, then go ahead and shoot me!
Do you remember back when I was stabbed? By Volron?
Yeah. I thought for sure that he had killed you back there.
That wasn't the first time.
Huh?
The first time was when I was only a child. After that, no matter how often, I just couldn't die.
Couldn't die? So you're immortal? How's that even...
I believe you, Xion. But tell me how is something like that possible?
My thorns. They're me, but at the same time not. They're part of me. I have no idea why, but my thorns will never let me die. At least not before I'm meant to.
You can't die before your death?
When my thorns free themselves, it will be my death. I've seen it. A darkness that swallows up everything until nothing remains. It's a vision of oblivion I can't escape. I want to believe it's all just a bad dream. But no matter what I tell myself, I know it's not.
Yeah, but you... Wait. The whole reason you needed the Renaissance was to get rid of your thorns, right?
If I burn away what's inside, then what will happen to the rest of me? Right. Either way you look at it, I'm going to die. But if I am going to die, I figure I can at least take my thorns out with me. That's what I've been after this whole time.
That's why you turned your back on your fellow Renans and chose to fight with us, isn't it? And while we've all been fighting to keep on living, you have been with us fighting desperately to die.
That was the plan. But then I met all of you. And before I knew it, I didn't want to die anymore.
Shion, don't lose hope yet. We'll find a way to save you. There's still time to.
It's pointless.
Why?
Because the darkness won't just consume me. The truth is, it will consume all of existence as well. It was only a suspicion at first, but ever since the Red Woman triggered my maiden powers, I've been more certain than ever before. It was then that I finally came to realize my powers were holding my thorns in check the entire time. But they don't anymore. Not since Lenegus, when the Wedge fell. Every day, I feel the thorn's power growing stronger inside of me. Pretty soon, I won't be able to hold them back anymore. And when that happens,
They will consume all existence.
And that's why you wanted to leave by yourself. You planned to find the Renaissance on your own and sacrifice yourself to stop the thorns.
But that's... too much. It's way too much.
when this all began, I didn't care what happened to me or anyone else. And what happened to the Renans or the Danans didn't matter to me at all. I know I have to die, but I don't want to. Not now that I have this. I wish we had never met. Then I wouldn't have to feel this way.
Shion!
Alvin?
Living for the sake of dying is no better than being a slave. How can you endure this?
Alvin.
It's not fair. I don't care what anybody says. I won't let it happen. We can fight this. We'll fight until the end together. Isn't that what you said to me before?
Even if it should mean that it'll be the end of everything else, too?
Shion, what do you want? It's your decision, ultimately. But if you decide not to fight fate, I will. Even if I have to do it alone.
No, you won't be alone. I'll fight as well.
Count me in as well. I want to be a force for good, not hate.
And me too. I meant it with all of my heart when I told you before. Neither of you are alone in this at all.
You guys...
And I, for one, don't believe this venture is without hope. Huh? Shion is the descendant of a maiden from 300 years ago. Given the circumstances, it seems very likely that those events have some connection to her thorns. The true nature of which, I imagine we will discover as we make our way to Lenegis and uncover the truth of what's unfolding here.
I take it you mean we might find a way to get rid of her thorns and she'll live?
It's certainly possible. Though I suspect the nature of the Sovereign is connected somehow.
So be it. I've already lost everything I had once. And I won't let it happen again. Shion. No matter what happens from now on, we're right here with you. All of us are. You are not alone.
You guys. You're all so stubborn. Thank you, everyone. For right now, and a little while longer, I just want to hold on to this dream. And most of all, more than anything else, I want to be with all of you. So let's go. On to Lenegis.
Did you know?
You mean about Shion?
Yeah, I didn't have the slightest idea. I mean, every once in a while I thought something seemed a little off, but I never could have imagined. It's like a completely different world was spinning around me and I couldn't even see it.
You and me both. I mean, I knew something was bothering her, but I could never quite figure out what it was.
You? But you're the one always looking out for her, aren't you?
That's what I thought. But in reality, I didn't understand it all. What I thought was helping and being there for her was actually just driving her into a corner.
At least you figured it out in time, though, right?
I don't think we're out of the woods yet. But yeah, you're right. We brought her back from the edge, and we're going to stop those thorns from taking her, no matter what.
Yeah, with all of us together, there's nothing we can't handle. Shion, the world, we can save everyone. And I mean it when I say we, Alphen.
I know. No lone wolfing it.
Hey, you're the expert on what my dad would say. Do you think he'd pat me on the back or tell me off?
Zephyr, I don't think that he'd have that much to say, to be honest. You're your own man now, Law. And you've already made up your own mind about what you want.
I guess he couldn't say anything even if he wanted to.
Law.
Sorry. I guess those of us amongst the living have enough problems to deal with, don't we? We'll need all our strength to save Shion. I'll probably end up worrying again at some point, but I guess I'll think it over more then. That okay?
Yeah, I think it is. Can't sleep?
After everything we just heard, how could I?
Fair enough.
Shion's had to deal with so much on her own. Even when we were all laughing and celebrating, she just kept quiet and didn't say anything. I thought she was keeping her distance because of her thorns. That it was because she didn't want to hurt anybody by getting too close. I just figured that that was the type of person she was, you know? But it turned out to be none of that. All this time, she felt like she had to die and sacrifice herself for the greater good. But even then, she didn't think she could say anything to us about it.
I know.
She was so alone this entire time. How could I call her a friend and yet be so completely blind to everything she was going through?
I'm sure it made her happy, knowing you were there for her.
You really think so?
Yeah, I do. If she didn't think of us as friends, I don't think she could have ever opened up to us like that. You were a good friend to her before, and you'll be an even better one now.
Yeah, I really hope so. I want to be the best I can for her. When you think about it, we were all alone in our own way. But over time, we've all found ways to let each other into our lives. I hope Shion's able to do that one day too. No, I mean, I hope she's able to do that more. Lots and lots more. I think it'd be really nice if we could all just be there to support each other when it really counts. And forget about our grudges and pain.
Rinwell.
How you holding up?
Who, me?
Yes, you. You took a hit from those thorns again, didn't you?
Oh, that? That was nothing.
Compared to what Shion's going through, you mean? Still, even if you yourself might be willing to endure that kind of pain, that doesn't mean Shion wants to have to see you get hurt by her thorns, you know?
Yeah, I know. I'll be careful.
Shion doesn't know how lucky she is to have you around, you know? Dashing in to save her at the last minute.
Yeah, very funny.
I'm being serious. You went up and held her close like you still had that mask on, and you didn't even bat an eye. She really needed that. That's what I mean when I said you saved her. Just like you did with the rest of us.
I just want for Shion what we all have. The ability to touch someone without the fear of killing them. Those thorns have robbed her of the kind of everyday things we all take for granted. And it's not right.
You can say that again. It may be normal for us, but that doesn't make it any less special or important for her. I hope she gets what she wants. I have my own dreams, but a world without her, where she dies so we can all survive, isn't a world I want to live in.
Agreed. It's like more and more keeps getting taken from her, and I'm done with it.
The end of the world. It's hard to believe, isn't it?
I believe Shion is telling the truth. What about you?
As a friend, yes, I want to believe her. Everything that's happened seems to point towards some sort of great danger that's lurking ahead of us. Still, it's hard to fathom something that could usher outright doom to the world. That those really are the stakes we face.
No, I understand. Even Shion doesn't seem to know exactly what will happen to bring it all about.
We have so many pieces of the puzzle in our hands, so many clues, yet the complete picture eludes us.
So where do her thorns fit in then?
Well, I imagine they must sit at the very center of it all. You remember the voice we all heard while we were inside the Wedge, don't you?
Yeah, I remember. It was the will of Dana's astral energy come to life. Or that's what we all thought.
Right. And from that, we're able to hypothesize how vast concentrations of astral energy can become sentient. Let's return to when we found Shion in Pelagian. When her thorns went wild, they contained far more astral energy than any mere Renin would normally have inside them.
So you think those thorns might be alive too? That their will is what keeps her from dying? But why would they want to destroy the entire world?
As for that, I really cannot say for certain. Its goals still remain a mystery. It may be a mere fluke that her maiden powers have been able to contain it thus far.
You know, I've noticed since we've met that you like figuring out riddles.
Can you blame me? When one realizes that the world they once thought to be true is but a mere facade, they can't help but seek the truth. Especially when that deception has led to others getting hurt.
Dohalim?
I imagine the remaining pieces of the puzzle that we seek rest somewhere within Lenegis. As for what the final picture will look like, who can say? I think it's best we not dwell on it too much for the time being.
Right. Hey, you doing all right?
I seem to cause nothing but worry. As much as I try to look like I have things under control, everyone still worries about me.
You're not the only one.
Hey, do you remember the first time you said I was your friend?
No? When was that? Sorry, I can't remember.
That's okay. It came so naturally to you, I'm not surprised you forgot. I was different back then. The Danans were not even people to me, and I knew I would always be alone. But in that room with Deadheim, when you called me your friend, it just shattered the wall that I'd built up around me. Because until that moment, I'd only seen you as a means to an end. I thought of you as a way to use the blazing sword, and to obtain the Renis Alma. But after that day, one time became two, and before I knew it, you'd made a habit of calling me and Dohalim your friends. It didn't matter that we were Renins. You cared about us as you would any other people. Then, everyone else started to call me their friend too. To think of me as their friend. Before then, I never even dreamed I could have that. I didn't want to die and lose you all. But I also didn't want to live if it meant you would all die in my place.
Shion.
But then I realized I'd only really been thinking of myself that entire time. After saying how I felt, and hearing what you all had to say, I finally understood that. Don't worry, it's okay. I'm not planning on dying anymore. I've met too many people along the way who I truly care about to give in now. So I'll fight. For Dana and for myself. I'll fight against my fate to preserve our future. And I'll win, come hell or high water. I don't know how we're going to do it, but I won't let the world end because of me.
It's going to be a long, hard road ahead, Shion. Our fight won't be over until everyone, both Danans and Renins, can finally live in peace. But I swear I'll be there with you until the very end.
Thank you.
Remember what we learned back in Calaglia? There's no wall so high that we can't break it down.
Yeah, I think you may be right about that.
Everyone well rested? Then let's go. We depart for Lenegis.
Huh? Why are you staring at me?
Oh, we thought we'd turn the tables and critique your appearance for a change.
It's not fair if we're the only ones subjected to it.
What?
Did you guys hear? Apparently, she found that dress of hers in some old ruins.
Alphen, we haven't heard from you yet. Would you care to tell us your verdict?
Sure, I guess. To be honest, when I first saw Shion in that dress, I
Quit it!
was absolutely captivated.
All right, I think that's enough fun for one day.
Kisara, let's talk for a bit. Thinking some more about how to realize your ideals?
No. Actually, I've been trying not to obsess about it as much as before. I find when I think too much about my ideals, I get hung up on the reality of things and lose sight of what's really important. I know what it's like to go hungry, to lose your family. That should be reason enough to fight for a better society, so nobody else has to. Sorry about that.
Even thinking about things will make you hungry after a while. You wait here. I'll go whip something up for you.
Thanks for the food.
What's so funny?
Nothing. Just impressed at how good of a cook you've become.
Well, we've been on this journey for a while now, so I've had more than a few opportunities to hone my skills.
Yeah, and now I have a good meal in me. There's a simple kind of happiness that comes with that, you know? One that's more powerful and convincing than complicated logic can be.
That reminds me of something Law said, about how talking too much doesn't put food in people's stomachs.
That sounds like Law. But it's true nonetheless. When you get down to it, all you really need is enough food to keep you full and to be surrounded by people you love. Everything else comes second.
Speaking of people you love, I haven't heard you talk about Miguel much lately.
Wow, okay. Way to make me feel like the worst sister ever. But you're right, I haven't. If I'm honest, I think it's because I finally found other people I love just as much. Whatever kind of society we end up having after this, it needs to be a place where I know you all can be happy. That's my starting point for now. Don't worry. Once I finish folding these clothes, I'll go to sleep.
I think Huro senses an owl around here.
Oh, wow!
Yeah. Oh?
Are we... underground? This looks like the inside of some kind of ancient structure.
It seems likely that we're in a Danon temple. Instead of destroyed, it must have been buried and preserved. Either that, or it was constructed underground to begin with.
How's that for a kick? I'm getting better, right?
Quite. I'll be relying on your fancy footwork.
Does fancy footwork mean running away like a chicken?
No!
Something feels different.
Stay sharp. It looks like we've got trouble.
Yeah, we can tell.
I'll take you all on.
We've got orbs incoming!
It must have summoned them.
The last thing we need's a crowd. Let's dispatch them quickly.
Here I come.
No armor can stop me!
Remind me to stay on your good side.
I think I'm coming down with something grave.
A chronic inability to read the room?
A malady your heart cannot
Thanks,
fix.
Kisara!
I hope this thing is medically approved.
Raining slash. Blow away. Raining slash. Blow away. Raining slash.
You made quick work of it.
Want me to pick up your slack then?
Just pointing it out. Breath of life. Heal my wearied companion. Inspiration!
Try harder.
Time for war. Seismic motion. This thing is medically approved.
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Right.
I've let you all down.
You'll pay for that.
Light.
Heal. Our arts are being interrupted. Resonate with the earth. Come on.
Okay.
On your knees.
Raining slash. end here!
Here's a healing arc! I'll finish you here and now! Searing flame! Reload! I'll bring you back from death's abyss! Resuscitation!
Our attacks just bounce off!
We may have to wait for now.
Try harder!
Stalagmite! On your sword! Air pressure!
Blow away!
Inspiration! I've let you all down.
Medicine works as promised.
Breath of life. Heal my wearied companion.
I won't give up!
Stay away from my friend! Blow away! Raining flash!
Swallow dance! Negative gate!
Blow away!
I can feel the
Raining
medicine working!
flash! Blow away!
Now
Raining flash! Blow away!
I hope this medicine
Shattering
Blow away!
pieces! I've let you all down.
Blow away! This one's all mine!
Reload! Here, let me help!
Try harder! Take this!
Downfall!
Raining flash!
Searing
Blow
flame!
away!
Back into this one's
Raining
mine!
flash! This is looking good! Raining flash!
By the
Blow
power
away!
of flame!
Take
Healing flame of fury! Burning strike!
Blow away!
Here's the healing!
Raining flash!
An admirable display of force.
An admiral? I can't even swim.
Never mind.
Here's a healing arm! I never miss!
Talon Hurricane!
Not on my watch!
Forgive me. This is my fault.
From beyond, imbued its vanquish. Armor won't save you! From beyond, imbued its no further!
Denied!
Big blast!
Burning strike!
I owe you one.
The picture of hell!
Searing
I'll
tempest!
face you!
And that's my will!
Elusive
I won't give up!
From beyond.
Ready to go!
Imbued its vanquish.
Blow away!
Here I go!
Raining
Resuscitation!
Swallow dance! Heal my weary
Blow away!
companion.
Thank you for the healing, gentlemen.
Our comrades need our abilities to survive.
Right. No one is dying on our watch.
Resuscitation!
First aid!
Power surges through.
Not done yet!
Glacial spear! Here's evil!
Not done yet!
Freeze laser!
Inspiration!
Not
Look up.
extreme!
Time for one move. Now we're
Here's a healing arm!
Dragon Swarm!
First aid!
Thanks! Dragon Swarm!
Astral energy!
Say no more! It's on!
Here comes something bigger.
New plan. Let's destroy this thing first.
By the power of water! Burning
I owe you one.
Inspiration! I'll smash you!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
You picked the wrong fight!
Blow
away! Blow away!
Art sealed!
Raining flash! Blow away!
Swallow dance!
Blow away!
Succeeded! I'm on!
Raining
I'll
flash!
face
seems. Can you take it? A debut performance! No.
Done yet.
Light.
Here! I'm gonna need more of that medicine.
No
a bit.
further!
Don't mind if I do.
Denied!
Damn it! No patience! Dragon shout!
Imbue this vanquished soul with love.
Swallow dance!
Talon hurricane! Burning strike!
Now,
Here's the evil!
From beyond, imbue this
Here's the
vanquished
healing away.
soul with light.
Ready! Try harder! Damn it! No patience!
This one's all mine!
Ready! Try harder! Blow away! Ready! Slap!
Reload! Here's a healing arc!
Resonate with the earth.
Here goes!
Might.
Eat dirt! Here I go!
I'm gonna need more of that medicine. Blow away! Burn in hell!
Resonate with the earth.
Not on my watch!
Denied!
Smash you!
Imbue this vanquished soul with light.
In a bind?
I can feel the medicine working.
First try!
First aid! Take it! Go!
Now I'm in the groove.
Blow away!
Resonate with the earth.
Burning slap! Blow away!
This one's mine! I
Heal my
never
weary
miss.
companion.
Try harder! Now I can let loose. It's on! Burn in hell! Swallow dance! Blow away!
Dearest flame! Reload! Here, let me know!
Burning slap! Blow away!
Like me again.
Go! Ready!
I'm on it.
Its wings are lighting up!
It's getting ready to attack.
Here's a healing arc!
Such tremendous power.
Don't face it head on.
Blow away! Burning slap! Blow away!
By the power of flame! Vanish without a trace!
Eat this. Talon hurricane.
Burning
I'll take this. Now I'm in the groove.
There! Got you!
Breath of life. Heal my weary companion.
Swallow dance.
Blow away!
I can carve through armor.
Burning
Resonate with
slap!
the earth.
Radiant
Blow
will
away!
never miss!
Down.
It's weakened!
Can't get out of this.
This ends now! Eat dirt!
Here's a healing arc!
Eat this.
Burning slap! Blow away!
Seismic laser.
Blow away!
Here's the evil!
Burning slap!
Time for
Pretty Planter!
Eat this.
Heal my weary companion. I really
Burning slap! Blow away! Burning slap!
Pierce evil!
deity.
Blow away!
Outstanding form!
Blow away!
I'll bring you back from
Burning
death!
slap! Blow away! Burning slap!
Talon sword.
It's
The
on!
rest for the wicked.
Radiant Pierce! I'm out of ammo! First
From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with light. Hesitation. Further.
What was I thinking?
I hope this medicine works as promised.
Swallow dance.
Blow away!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
Talon hurricane. Now you see what I can
I'm
do.
expert coming through! Don't mind if I do!
I'll finish you here and now.
First aid!
Our service through
Talon hurricane. Inferno punch.
everlasting darkness.
Let the mark
Inspiration.
Burning
I
slap!
can do this late. you all down.
Inside me, yours to be let free. Flew away.
Arch shield! Evil! Freeze! Let them mark you handle this. Here's a healing arc. First aid!
Power
surges through me.
There! One more!
Breath of life.
Denied!
Heal my weary companion.
Raining slash. Flew away. Burn in hell.
In a vine, not my finest.
Not in your dreams!
Hold nothing back.
I'll bring you back from death to this!
Can you take it?
Coming through. Ha! Now. Scarlet Inferno.
Not done yet.
Inspiration.
Why thank you? And will you lay down your life for your lord? Well, I mean, hey, let's not be hasty.
Astral energy!
Say no more.
Here's a healing arc!
I'm on it. Raining slash. Flew away.
Seriously? More orbs?
These things are starting to tick me off.
Freeze laser!
Flew away.
Ready to go! I'll bring you back from death to this!
Can't end here.
I'll bring you back from death to this!
Benediction light. Benediction light.
Raining slash. Try harder.
Imbue this banquet.
Explosion!
Stalagmite.
Try harder.
I'll bring you back from death to this!
Breath of life.
This should do it. Flew.
I blame you all down.
The flame
get out of
inside me,
bed.
yours to be let free.
Can't lose!
From the... Imbue this vanquished soul with
Try
life.
harder.
Adversity is said to be the best motivation.
Nothing! Here, let me help!
Resonate with the earth. Stalagmite.
Flew away. Eat this.
Here I go!
Resonate with the earth.
Raining slash.
Let the marksman
I blame you all down.
healing arc!
You'll find no
Careful not
mercy.
to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll do better.
This is some punishment.
Watch and weep! I'll bring you back from death to don't mind if I do! Far enough! Hear me! Flame of fury!
I owe you one.
Can't be happening!
Not my finest.
Searing flame!
Raining slash. Flew away. Raining slash.
Mega ray!
Flew away. Raining slash. Flew away. Dragon swarm.
Punishment.
Eat this! Back into the fray!
Coming through. Ha! Now. Scarlet Inferno.
I'll bring you back! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alfie!
It's time to end this battle! Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down! Ready! I'll bring you back from depths abyss!
Blow away! Ready,
I'll
flat!
bring you back from depths abyss!
That's freaking something!
I can't heal you forever!
Ready, flat! Blow away! Ready, flat! Blow away! Ready, flat!
Armor won't save you!
Steering play!
I'll finish you here and now!
I won't give up!
Dragon Swarm!
Dragon Shell!
Ready,
Inferno
flat!
Punch! Dragon Shell!
No! It can't end here!
I've let you all down.
This should do it!
Steering pep-
Your blade moves like silk. I just let my instincts take over. How fascinating.
Is this it?
By the power of one! Not in your dreams! Far enough!
Peculiar taste.
In a bind?
It's in the sky! It's mine! Resuscitation! I'll fix you up!
Not done yet!
I won't give up!
Imbue this vanquished soul with life!
I won't give up!
Ready,
Not
flat!
done yet! Heal!
Blow away!
Talent Hurricane! From beyond! Imbue this vanquished soul with life! You're done! Not my finest!
Ready, flat!
Flame! Reload!
Resonate
I'll
with
bring
the
you
earth!
back from death's abyss! Blood!
This should do it!
Heal! Not done yet!
Burn expert coming through!
Blow away! Ready, flat! The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Heal!
I'm ready!
Elusive deity! Behold! The Earth's pulse! Tectonic vision!
Here, let me have it!
I'm on it!
First aid!
Now or never!
Go! One more! A new leaf on life!
Take it! I'll blind you with it! Talent Hurricane! Not my finest! From beyond, imbue this vanquished
Radiant Pierce! Here, let me help! First aid!
Let you all down.
Blow away!
I'll bring you
Ready,
back from
flat!
death's abyss!
Blow away!
Leave the chargers to me! A new leaf on life!
Ready, flat!
Sorry. I didn't want to put you out.
When our friends form, we won't depend on one another.
You're right. I'll bear that in mind.
Can't move!
I'll face
Do what I'm thinking!
I'll blind you with a shot! Not my finest!
Let me help!
Imbue this back!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
I hope this medicine...
My reach is even in your hands now.
Resuscitation! Mega
I owe you one.
Steering! happening?
Try harder!
I hope this medicine works as promised.
Resuscitation! A new lead on life.
Don't pay for that! Blow away!
I'll bring you back from death.
Try harder! Inspiration!
Ready?
Time for one more!
Florida!
This one's all mine!
I really owe you one. Forgive me.
Bring you back from death's abyss. Resuscitation!
It's go time!
Can't move.
Finish without a trace!
Eat this! Now you see what I can do. Imbue this vanquished soul with life. Resuscitation.
First strike!
I owe you one. Breath of life. Heal my weary companion. Breath of life. Heal my weary companion. Shooting strike!
Explosion!
Inspiration! No, my fire is slow.
Ready to go!
Blow away!
Back from death's abyss.
This one's all mine!
Resuscitation!
This should do it!
Here, let me help. First aid!
Dragon Sword! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss. I'll bring you back from death's
Burn
abyss.
now! While it's reeling!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Blow away!
Resuscitation! Here's a healing art.
Raining Slash!
First aid!
Blow away!
Begin!
Run out!
Ready to go!
Blind you with a shot.
Blow away!
And now I'm in the groove. Can you take it? Do you require
They're huddling!
Now beat the crap out of it. In a
Maybe to
bind.
stay on your good side.
Shattering the pieces! When you succeed, things come to an end.
Raining
I'll
Slash!
smash you!
Phoenix, you're coming through!
Infernal punch!
Now it's
Push
time
on!
to weep.
I'm on it!
Burn!
What's this? It's in your hands now.
Raining Slash!
Forza!
Blow away!
this all day.
First strike!
I can feel the medicine working.
This should do it!
Power flame! Vanish without a trace!
Blow away! Changing tactics!
There's no telling what it'll do. Stay focused! Annihilation! I'll bring you back from death's abyss. What the?
Blow away! Raining Slash!
Here goes!
No rest for the wicked.
Mega Ray! Annihilation! Mega Ray!
Blow away!
By the power of water!
Leave the charges to me!
Here, let me help. This can't be happening.
All mine!
Blow away! Imbue this vanquished
You
soul
picked the
with
wrong
life.
fight!
Resuscitation
Raining
now
Slash!
in the groove.
What was I thinking?
Raining Slash!
Everlasting dark. Eat this!
Blow away!
I'll run you through!
Raining! Try harder!
Anything in armor is all
Here, let me help.
I owe you one! Blow away!
Lightning!
Raining Slash!
Armor won't save you!
Dragon Sword! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here's the healing art. First aid!
No! Can't end here!
Florida!
Try harder!
I've let you all down.
I'll bring you back from death's abyss. Resuscitation! Here, let me help.
Can't move!
He did it! Vanish without a trace!
Take this! Not my finest.
Confiscated! Explode! Where are you going? Do it!
Shield!
This one's got your name on it!
Action to action!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
That's the worst off our backs.
Look! That weak point on his face is wide open!
That must be what the Zoogle was protecting.
Elusive deity! Rotating pile driver!
Ready to go!
Raining slap! My reach is even wider! Elusive deity! Begin!
Radiant blood!
Raining slap! Denied! Pierce! Tornado drive! Blow away! From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with life! Raining slap! Not done yet!
This has a most peculiar taste.
Raining
I may know
slap!
that.
Knock it!
Here goes!
Take that!
Pause! First aid!
Raining slap!
Don't mind if I do.
Blow away! Take this!
Do it! By the power!
Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade!
I think it stopped moving.
Yeah. Hopefully things should be safe. For now. Look, Hoodle! One of your buddies!
Good.
Really now.
What a wonderful treasure this is.